Kylie Jenner has a strange obsession with Timothy Chalamet's ex-girlfriend, and people have called it out in a big way. Kylie Jenner has been accused of copying her ex-boyfriend Timothy Chalamet's ex-girlfriend Lily Rose Depp with her Paris Fashion Week look. Back in January, Kylie was hit with very heavy criticism as she stepped out to attend the Chanel Haute Couture Spring-Summer Collection show in Paris, France. Now, during the fashion show, that Kylie was actually seen showing off her toned abs in a very white miniskirt and matching crop jacket in the house's signature tweed material. And when Kylie looked glamorous, in the chic look, many actually, accused her of stealing Lily Rose's style and her go-to camera poses. Now, while attending, she actually bumped into Lily Rose Depp, which just had to be awkward, I would imagine. Now, the socialite looked unrecognizable in this outfit, which is a far cry from what, she would usually sport. On social media, one critic shared a snap of Lily wearing a very similar outfit, sitting in the exact same pose, and wearing a nearly identical body chain around her waist. Under the snap, one user wrote, "Isn't, she tired of trying to cosplay someone? Like, buy yourself a personality, Kylie." Another person added, "So is Kylie trolling LRD or something?" Lily Rose Depp. "It's so over the top at this point. How could she not be? Is it because she's her man's ex? Seems petty to focus on, his past instead of enjoying the present with him." All of this comes as Lily previously shared a public relationship with Kylie's current boyfriend Timothy from 2018 to 2020. Now, by 2020, the couple had called their romance off, but not before cementing a digital footprint of their time together with some very eyebrow-raising photos. Amid filming for the war drama, Lily Rose and Timothy were photographed by paparazzi during a very steamy yacht makeout session, and the pictures subsequently, went basically viral at the time. Now, Timothy admitted, the fanfare over the photos was not ideal. He told GQ at the time in a statement, "I went to bed that night thinking that was one of the best days of my life. I was on this boat all day with someone I really loved and closing my eyes and I was like, indisputably that was great. And then waking up, to all of these pictures and feeling embarrassed and looking like a real knob." Now, the Oscar nominee was also frustrated how certain people online perceived the photos at the time. The Hollywood pair shared a very 2-year-long romance, basically after first meeting on the set of the Netflix war drama The King together. Now, the former flames reportedly broke up on good terms without much drama, although it is kind of still a mystery what actually led to the breakdown of their love and split. Now, luckily for Timothy, Kylie has made it very clear she wants to keep their romance as private as possible. Kylie has said that the couple's, public, private relationship feels so good to her because privacy is so important. According to a source who recently dished on the couple's relationship, Kylie definitely sees a future with him. Feels like Timothy is so different from all her other exes, and in recent weeks and months, rumors have been running around that Kylie and Timothy could be expecting a child together. Time will tell, I suppose. Is Timothy Chalamet having a hard time keeping up? Well, it may appear so. Timothy Chalamet is reportedly feeling the squeeze. He's too broke for Kylie Jenner. Yep, you heard that right. This new chapter in their lavish romance sounds wild, so let's break it down. Word on the street, the NYT tabloids, okay fine, Star Mags say Timmy's been trying to keep up with Kylie's lifestyle. The guy's an Oscar-nominated actor worth millions, but apparently it's not enough when you're dating a billionaire beauty mogul. They've been basically jet-setting all over posh European vacations, splurging like there's no tomorrow, and deep down, well, he's feeling the pinch. Picture this, sun-soaked days in Saint-Tropez, champagne-fueled nights. It sounds dreamy until you realize the price tag. A source says Chalamet's starting to worry that his wallet won't stretch to actually meet Kylie's high-end expectations. Now, for context, Kylie's net worth clocks in around $670 million. Yep, that's right. $670 million. Well, Timothy likely also, in the multi-million-dollar club too, but when your partner's empire is 10 times bigger, suddenly a few luxury suites become glaring. And speaking of luxury suites, last May they honeymooned, or at least vacationed, in Rome, hitting up the David D. Donatello Awards. Now they bunked in the St. Regis Royal Suite, which is about $22,000 per night. Grand piano, marble baths, bottled champagne, butler, the works. I mean, even James Bond might say that's a bit extra extra. Now let's rewind a bit further. They've been together since 2023, mostly keeping it, low key, a few PDA outings, Coachella, Oscar campaigns, you name it. But guess what the tabloids just dropped? Well, Timothy wants luxury compliance, as in he's shelling out big so he can say he's on Kylie's level. And suddenly it's not cute, it's financially stressful now. And if that wasn't enough, they're pretty much headed for a long distance setup. Timmy's off filming Dune Part 3 in Europe and in the Middle East, while Kylie's holding it down in LA with her empire and 2 children. Now they're planning blowout vacations to stay connected, but again, that's very expensive. Those trips, sort of like a relationship kind of band-aid that might end up in, a viral FaceTime meltdown. So here's the real tea. An Oscar-nominated leading man stressing over matching a billionaire lifestyle. Bowling between, continents, booking the most romantic and expensive getaways, and feeling broke is apparently on the table. Could this be the beginning of tension? Maybe a mid-season meltdown when Kylie's like, you forgot the 5th star on the suite, and Timothy's like, I literally forgot lunch. Or will they go full power couple, roll with it, and drop engagement rumors? Ah yes, and speaking of that, Kylie has been showing him ring inspo lately. It's no secret that she's sending signals. Meanwhile, rumors swirl about a $300,000 ring from Paris for a possible proposal. So yeah, they're flirting with engagement and maybe just a few credit card slip-ups, away from a fight. But wait, this might not end badly. Timothy's career is solid and climbing. He's shooting blockbuster Dune sequels that'll pay off big time. Kylie's empire keeps, chugging along. So sure, it's a financial balancing act, but it's not like he's broke. Broke just maybe, maybe he's just feeling inadequate in front of a billionaire. Let's be real. Folks love this narrative. David and Goliath, billionaire versus multimillionaire. The tension of will he ever afford Kylie's world is clickbait gold. Fans are already picking sides and stirring tea. He's an indie darling. She's a business mogul. I mean, who knew the disparity could become the story? So here's the bold tagline. Yeah, Timothy Chalamet is reportedly broke next to Kylie Jenner, but let's nuance it. He's not destitute. He's just feeling financial FOMO in the relationship of the year. Bottom line, everybody, this isn't just a love story, it's a lifestyle collision. And if their luxury bubble pops, well, it could get messy or more viral than ever. So here's your cold crystal clear takeaway. Yes, Chalamet is feeling the pinch from Kylie's luxe world. They're splitting time across the globe, meaning even more travel costs. Engagement rumors are booming and Kylie is already sending ring inspo. This could go either way. Dreamy power couple or breaking news breakup funded by too much plastic, if you ask me. It's one of the juiciest celeb stories of the summer. Sub in your favorite pop culture hot takes and you're golden. Is Timothy Chalamet cheating on Kylie with an adult film star? Let's dig into this. Okay, so just when you thought the Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet relationship couldn't get any more random, here comes a plot twist that sounds like it was written by TikTok trolls itself, because now, people are asking one question. Who is this other girl? And is there even one? So let's break it down for a second. So recently, a woman named Sarah Tina, I don't know, started getting dragged into a conversation. And not quietly either. This was like full on internet detective mode, screenshots, timelines, speculation, the works. And here's where it gets messy. Reports say that Timothy knew Sarah before he ever got involved with Kylie, which is fine. It wasn't during, there was no overlapping. It was before, as in different era, different chapter, different situationship. And yet, somehow the internet looked at that information, threw logic out the window and said, perfect. Let's call this cheating. I'm sorry, are we rewriting timelines now? Is that what we're doing? All right, bet. Well, from everything that's actually been reported, there's no confirmed cheating. There's no receipts, no crossover, just a past connection that people decided to turn into a scandal because why not? Boredom, vibes, Mercury in retrograde? I don't know, pick one. Maybe it's all three, who knows? But let's be honest, Timothy, being linked to an adult film actress before dating Kylie Jenner is exactly the kind of chaotic detail that the internet lives for. It's giving indie film meets reality TV meets wait, what? Now, allegedly, Sarah has said that they were in a non-exclusive relationship back in 2020 and were apparently seeing each other every other month for a few years. Again, allegedly. But she also allegedly expressed her true feelings to Timmy back in June of 2022, and then that's when he started being spotted with Kylie, which is very interesting timing. But here's the thing that makes this whole situation a little funnier. Kylie Jenner, the woman who has dated rappers, billionaires, basically built an empire off lip kits and vibes, is now somehow in a love triangle narrative that doesn't even really exist. The girl's literally minding her business, posting aesthetic selfies, probably sipping something expensive, and the internet is out here casting her in a storyline she didn't audition for. Meanwhile, Timothy, who built his brand on being this like artsy, low-key, mysterious actor, is suddenly the main character in gossip that feels very not Oscar nominated. And Sarah, well, she didn't ask to be the villain in a story that doesn't even have a confirmed plot. This is what happens when people take, he knew someone before his current girlfriend and turn it into a full-blown cheating scandal. It's not investigative journalism, it's like fan fiction with Wi-Fi. Now, could there be more that we don't know? Sure, of course. Celebrities are private until they're not, right? But as of right now, there is zero solid evidence that Timothy cheated on Kylie with anyone. No timeline overlap, kind of, no confirmation, just speculation doing cardio. And honestly, the real takeaway here is how fast the internet will build an entire narrative off one little detail and run with it like it's the Olympics. Because suddenly it's not Timothy had a pass, which big deal. It's who is the other girl? Is Kylie being cheated on? Is this the end of their relationship? Relax, breathe, let's chill out, okay? Sometimes a pass is literally just a pass. Kylie Jenner, once hailed as the youngest self-made billionaire in the world, the ultimate beauty mogul, and a style icon for millions, is almost unrecognizable. Fans, critics, and even casual observers can't stop talking about it. Something has gone seriously wrong, and the internet is shocked. Let's start with her lips. Kylie's lips were once her signature, the feature that made her a household name, but over the years it seems the injections have gone too far. They're not just plump, they're swollen to the point where, her expressions look frozen. On camera, she often appears to be smiling, but if you look closely, her lips barely move. Fans have noticed that even when she laughs or talks, the natural movement of her mouth is almost gone. Lip fillers are supposed to enhance, not replace, and it doesn't stop there. Kylie's cheeks have also changed dramatically. Once naturally soft and youthful, they now have a taut, kind of like sculpted look that seems more synthetic than real. Some cosmetic experts online are speculating that she's had cheek fillers or even fat transfers done repeatedly, leaving her with that sharp, kind of plastic-like appearance. Now, the face that used to be the definition of smooth, natural beauty now seems almost alien-like. Now let's talk about her jawline. Kylie's jaw has gone from soft and rounded to sharp, angular, and almost unnatural. Some fans joke that she could now cut diamonds with it. Experts suggest she may have had jaw fillers or even surgical contouring to achieve that extreme look. Now the problem? Well, it throws off her whole facial balance. What used to feel approachable and relatable now feels distant, almost robotic. And while, her cosmetic procedures have made headlines, we can't ignore how her changing appearance affects her overall vibe. Kylie's always been the queen of self-branding, known for her glow, charm, and a kind of effortless allure. But as her face changes, fans are noticing a shift. She looks less like the Kylie we grew up seeing on social media and more like a constructed version of herself. It's the kind of transformation that sparks endless memes, TikToks, and viral debates across the internet. Critics aren't holding back either. Social media is flooded with side-by-side comparisons of Kylie from just a few years ago versus now. Some fans are mourning the girl they once, admired, while others are fascinated, watching every cosmetic tweak like a science experiment. But beyond the commentary, one thing is clear. This is a warning story about the dangers of overdoing cosmetic procedures in the name of perfection. Interestingly, Kylie isn't the only celebrity facing this. The likes of Kim Kardashian, Megan Fox, even some younger stars have experienced the slippery slope of chasing the perfect face. But Kylie's case is particularly striking because her image is the backbone of her brand. When your face is your business, every tweak is magnified 1,000 times. Every change becomes a public spectacle, and in Kylie's case, that spectacle has turned into controversy. So what's next for Kylie? Will she embrace a more natural look again or continue down the rabbit hole of cosmetic enhancements? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the internet is obsessed. Every new photo, every new appearance goes under a microscope, dissected and debated by millions, of viewers that are hungry for the latest did she or didn't she. So Kylie's Jenner face has become more than just a beauty statement, it's now a viral phenomenon.
Timothy Chalamet has been nominated for an Oscar for his role in Marty Supreme, but some people think he might not win due to his relationship with Kylie Jenner. Now, during recent award shows, Timothy has been bringing Kylie as his date, and people think that these high-end award shows aren't a good place where Kylie belongs. Now, due to the backlash, instead of having Kylie on his arm at the Actor Awards, Timothy instead brought his mom, Nicole Flender. Now, insiders said he brought her on purpose, as they said, that that was intentional, bringing his mom sends a message. It softens him, it reminds voters that he's a serious actor, not half of a celebrity super couple. The source went on to suggest that Timothy wants to get some of the focus off his romantic life amid his campaign. This was about credibility, about craft, about getting the focus back on the work. You know the race is tight, every image counts, every headline counts. Walking in with his mom says, "I'm grounded, I'm grateful, I'm here for the art." It's a reset without saying a word, they said. Now, could this strategy work? Maybe. Now, the couple have been rumored to be dating since 2023, but they kept the relationship a secret and very closed off from the public. Now, Timothy really didn't confirm the romance until he was spotted kissing Kylie and when he started bringing her as his date to these award shows. Even then, though, in interviews, he tends to stay away from discussing his girlfriend. But Kylie isn't the only reason why Timothy might not win an Oscar. He's actually in hot water right now due to some comments that he made. Timothy had been talking to Matthew McConaughey at the University of Texas in February about efforts to preserve cinema. I don't want to be working in ballet or opera or those things where it's like, hey, keep that thing alive, even though like no one cares about this anymore, Timothy said. All respect to all ballet and opera people out there, he quickly added, I just lost 14 cents in viewership, I just took shots for no reason. Now, the actor's comments have drawn criticism from stage stars, opera houses, and ballet companies. This has caused backlash everywhere. Celebrities and even normal people have been speaking out about this. Broadway dancer and actor Zach McNally posted a story on Instagram entitled, "Why is Timothy Chalamet taking shots at opera and ballet?" Now in the video, Zach asks, why are any artists taking shots at any other artist in a time when artificial intelligence threatens literally all art forms except performing art like plays, ballet, and operas and musicals. Now, Hollywood star Jamie Lee Curtis reposted Zach's videos and asked in an Instagram story, why are artists taking shots at any other artists? Now, this isn't the first time that Timmy has said something like this. Appearing on the Graham Norton show in 2019, he said that he was kind of getting scared when I was younger that maybe cinema was becoming like opera or something, like an outdated art form or something. Now, later that year, he reiterated the anxiety saying, you start working on movies and you start acting, and I start to get a sense that opera or ballet or something is kind of a dying art form.
Timothy Chalamet threw an embarrassing tantrum after Kylie Jenner gifted him something unbelievable. So apparently even Oscar-nominated indie prince can throw a low-grade tantrum, and when they don't like a surprise. So yes, Timothy Chalamet fully admitted he was grumpy, his words, not mine, after Kylie Jenner planned what should have, objectively been one of the most thoughtful celebrity birthday gifts of all time. But here's what happened. So Timothy is on stage doing a public conversation with Matthew McConaughey, talking movies, artistry, the whole, cinema is sacred vibe. And during the conversation, it comes out that Kylie secretly planned a private IMAX screening of Interstellar for his 30th birthday. Not a party, not a flex, not a headline, grabbing stunt, just a deeply personal, niche film lover gift. And his reaction, well, before he knew where they were going, he was annoyed, like openly annoyed. He literally said he was grumpy during the drive because they were heading 30 minutes outside of LA and it was his birthday. 30 minutes. I mean, who cares? That literally is not even like traffic jam type of timing. Like 30 minutes, Timothy, really? Like over an hour, I get it. But 30 minutes is literally just 2:15s, sir? Yeah. Anyways, that is not, mysterious French adjacent kind of artistry energy. That is like, why are we leaving the house boyfriend behavior and ick. Now, what makes this go viral isn't the gift. It's the fact that he told this story out loud, proudly, casually, like it was relatable somehow, like the audience wouldn't immediately clock the red flag energy, of being irritated that your billionaire girlfriend planned something meaningful instead of letting you rot peacefully at home. I mean, the funniest part is how fast the switch flipped though. The second he walked into the theater and realized it was Interstellar on the IMAX screen, his favorite movie, which also is one of mine, by the way, so I would have loved this, he instantly backtracked. Suddenly it was apology. Suddenly it was gratitude. Suddenly the grumpiness evaporated like it just had never happened. happen, you know? Which means he wasn't mad about being surprised. He was mad about being inconvenienced. And that's where people side-eyed this whole thing, you know, because Kylie could have done literally anything. She could have thrown a massive party. She could have made it about her. She could have turned it into content. Instead, she picked something incredibly specific to him, something very private, something thoughtful, something very special and meaningful. And his first instinct was to complain about a 30-minute drive. Yeah, that's not really evil. That's not even cancellation worthy, but it is very telling. It's giving, I like romance as long as it doesn't disrupt my mood or keep me in a car for too long. And the reason this moment blew up online is because, you know, it cracked the carefully curated image they have. Timothy is usually very polished, self-aware, media trained to like perfection, but this was raw and it was unfiltered. This was him accidentally exposing how he reacts before the magic reveal. Meanwhile, Kylie didn't say anything. She didn't clap back. She didn't correct the story. She didn't frame herself as a victim. She just let him tell on himself. And honestly, yeah, that's power. So is this a full-blown relationship red flag? Not necessarily, but you know what? It is a reminder that even the internet's favorite soft-spoken heartthrob can be a little bratty when things don't go exactly his way. Absolutely. That's what this is. And that's why this went viral, not because of fake drama, not because of rumors, but because it was real and it was awkward and painfully human, but you know, in a celebrity way. I mean, sometimes the most revealing moments aren't actually scandals, they're just car rides. Trouble in paradise for Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. Apparently, we have an ultimatum at hand, and no, I'm not talking about the Netflix series. You guys, this relationship just went from soft launch vibes to full-blown emotional hostage situation, because apparently Kylie Jenner has hit Timothée Chalamet with the most terrifying words a man in Hollywood can hear. So, where's this going? That's right. Allegedly, Miss Billionaire Lip Kit herself has given indie Prince Timmy a not-so-subtle nudge towards the altar. Translation, I mean, she's been patient, she's been supportive, she's done the cute courtside girlfriend era, and now she wants a ring, not another poetry recital. And honestly, I get it. Kylie is not some random situationship girl waiting for a text back. This is a woman who built an empire before most people figured out taxes. She has 2 kids, multiple mansions, and a family that treats weddings like Olympic sports. I mean, if she's dating you for years, baby, that is a job interview for husband, not a casual internship. Meanwhile, Timothy, adorable, artsy, permanently dressed like he thrifted in Paris during a blackout, is reportedly moving at the speed of an emotional support snail. Sources are basically saying Kylie is ready for forever, and Timmy is still in his, you know, but what even is time kind of era. And here's where it gets spicy. Kylie has allegedly been making it very clear she sees marriage in her future with him. She's comfortable, she's invested, she's all in. She's out here playing wife without the legal paperwork. And at some point, even a billionaire starts thinking, wait, am I being soft launched into like clownery? Because let's be real, the Kardashian Jenner women do not date for fun. They date for storyline, legacy, and a ring the size of a toddler's fist. But Timothy, he's Hollywood's like mysterious little, you know, or mysterious little gem. I mean, his brand is depth, cinema, cheekbones, and looking emotionally unavailable in designer hoodies. I mean, marriage to a Kardashian is not just a relationship step, that is a full brand merger. That's going from indie darling to E-Network Thanksgiving special. So now the whispers are saying Kylie might actually be putting the pressure on, not in like a screaming match way, but more like in a calm, lip-glossed, I just think at this stage in life we should know what we're building kind of way, which is honestly a little scarier. I mean, does he love her? Probably. Are they cute? Annoyingly, yes. But is he ready to be absorbed into the most documented family on earth? That's not just will you marry me, that's will you become a reoccurring character in a global franchise. That pressure, I mean, some people think, you know, he's just private and moving at his own pace, fair. Others think he, you know, likes the relationship exactly how it is, fun, glamorous, but not legally binding with a side of Hulu cameras. And Kylie, I mean, she may be reaching the point where, well, you know, she sees, you know, this is starting to kind of sound like never. She's basically standing there in full glam like, I have given you prime Kylie Jenner years. what are we doing? Which brings us to the real question. Is Timothy going to step up and put a ring on it, or is he about to fumble one of the most famous women on the planet because he just couldn't decide fast enough? Because in Kardashian world, hesitation is a breakup waiting to happen. Is Timothy Chalamet trying to escape from Kylie Jenner? What is really going on here? Let's dig into it. So, is Hollywood's favorite soft boy trying to quietly exit stage left from the Kardashian universe, or is this just another case of blame Kylie for everything? Because right now, Timothy Chalamet is allegedly feeling the heat, and not the cute romantic red carpet kind. I'm talking full-on career pressure. After losing Best Actor at the 2026 Oscars when people were basically ready to hand him the trophy, things reportedly got awkward. Like, energy shifted in the room awkward. And now, insiders are whispering that this loss didn't just bruise his ego, it triggered a whole identity crisis about his image and who he's attached to. So yes, let's enter Kylie Jenner, because apparently people in the industry are side-eyeing the relationship and quietly suggesting he might need to distance himself. I know, it's very messy. Now, the narrative floating around is that his awards campaign, his public persona, even his vibe lately has been a little too Kardashian coded. And listen, Hollywood, is fake deep, but it is also obsessed with image. So when you're trying to be taken seriously as an Oscar-winning actor and suddenly people think you're part of a reality TV empire, that's where the panic starts. I mean, sources are basically saying his career comes first, always has, always will, which is where things get interesting, because behind the scenes, it's not like he and Kylie are falling apart. In fact, by most accounts, they're still very much together, still supportive, still doing their thing. So this isn't a breakup, it's pressure, career pressure, image pressure, and honestly, ego pressure, because imagine being told you might have won an Oscar if you just acted differently, dressed differently, or didn't bring your girlfriend into the spotlight as much as, that's a suggestion. But it's not just a light suggestion. I mean, that's a psychological spiral waiting to happen. And apparently it's already creating a lot of tension. I mean, on one hand, you've got Timothy hyper-focused, ambitious, chasing legacy, trying to cement himself as a serious actor, with back-to-back major films lined up. Now, on the other hand, you've got Kylie, billionaire, brand mogul, mother of two, very much, not interested in shrinking herself to fit into someone else's prestige image. So now the question becomes, is he actually trying to escape Kylie, or is Hollywood trying to rewrite his entire personality and she just happens to be the easiest scapegoat? Because let's be real for a second, blaming the girlfriend is the oldest PR move in the book. Insiders are even admitting it's a touchy subject because he's actually happy with her. So now he's stuck in that classic celebrity dilemma. Do you protect your relationship or protect your reputation? And the worst part, he might not even get to choose, because when your entire career depends on how people perceive you, suddenly your love life isn't private anymore, it's strategy. So no, there's no confirmed breakup, no dramatic exit, no Timothy dumps Kylie headline yet. But what we do have is something way more interesting. A relationship being quietly tested by fame, pressure, and an industry that loves to build you up just to tell you who you're allowed to be. And honestly, that's way messier than like any breakup could be. Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet indulged in a very public display of affection at Coachella last Saturday. But a body language expert has since hinted that all is not what it seems. The couple recently went viral for an awkward exchange in the audience at a tennis match during the BNP Paribas Open that sparked frenzied speculation about the strength of their relationship. Nonetheless, they appeared to put on a united front by sweetly holding hands when they surfaced at the music festival Coachella in California together this past weekend. But was it enough to put a stop to the rumors? In several new clips shared on X, formerly known as Twitter, Kylie and her beau were spotted immersed amongst other festival goers, of course just in the VIP section, but were still exhibiting a somewhat awkward dynamic. A body language expert named Judy James said, Kylie and Timothy's passion and affection rituals here are similar in theme, essence, and composition to the demanded kiss that Kylie performed at the BNP Open, where she basically grabbed his head in both hands to pin it and turn it to face hers, despite the fact that Timothy's eyes and attention were actually steered in the direction of the play. Kylie looks like a focused and insistent lover who knows what she wants and expects and how it should look when it comes to PDAs, while Timothy looks easygoing and compliant in terms of not instigating, but often being the first to break away. She continued to say, so at Coachella, we can see the couple in several sensual poses that suggest intimacy and affection, but when some of those moments are broken down, it looks like Kylie is doing all the heavy lifting, while Timothy appears just out of sync and politely less inclined to act seductive or seduced. Referencing referencing one clip from Coachella, which had Kylie going wild in the crowd as Timothy took a much more sedated stance directly behind her, Judy explained, Kylie is standing in the audience in front of Timothy, and it's clear she's catching the mood of that audience and perhaps doubling it, leaping and jiggling while tossing her hair in some flirtatious looking dance moves. Her behavior looks happy and uninhibited, but behind her, Timothy looks more like an awkward dad at a kid's party. His smile looks polite and his body is placed at a polite social distance from Kylie when he might have been closing in to share, the dance moves. Now, despite all of this, it seems as though Kylie and Timothy are reportedly putting in the necessary efforts to make their relationship work. So many people, mostly fans, have always been very weary of their romance, with many thinking it would ruin his acting career, and maybe it was just a publicity relationship. A source close to Kylie has said Kylie is truly his biggest fan. She would clear her schedule to attend awards and premieres with him. She couldn't be more supportive of his career. And yes, we saw that as Kylie attended the 2025 Golden Globes with him, the BAFTA Awards, the SAG Awards, and the Oscars. We love a supportive girlfriend, right? Anyway, Kylie and Timothy's outing comes amid a semi-recent report in the Daily Mail that they spend every waking second together, and what they have is real, despite what the naysayers believe. One source even claimed if he is now preparing to propose, she would say yes in a heartbeat. That said, a few of Timothy's friends have their doubts about the relationship, and he fully cut them off. One insider said some of Timothy's pals didn't think it was smart to get involved with the Kardashian clan. They sat him down and expressed their fears that despite his many awards and nominations, the industry wouldn't take him seriously if he was linked to Kylie. He knew from the beginning that it wasn't just a fling with Kylie. He not only decided not to listen to his friends, but to also cut ties with those friends. They continued to say, oh, and he really only wants to be a headline with his work, not his relationship. So he can be apprehensive at times. He is very much in love with Kylie, but he does get a little shy with PDA as he knows eyeballs are watching. A particular scene from the Kardashian show finale featuring Kylie Jenner is causing quite the stir online, and she doesn't want any of us to see it. In the latest episode of the Kardashians, several viewers have shared their thoughts on a particular scene featuring TikTok footage from Kylie Jenner. If you missed it, the season 6 finale of the Hulu reality series partly focused on Kylie and Kendall Jenner's trip to Paris for the Coperni fashion show, which took place last October. However, fans were disappointed after spotting footage from Kylie's TikTok page being used in the episode instead of fresh content. And for further context, the Kardashians have faced increasing criticism of its content over the years, with several viewers calling the show boring and accusing some family members of just putting in minimal effort when it comes to filming. The scene in question is directly lifted from a vlog-style TikTok Kylie posted on October 2nd. In it, she says, "Good morning, it is Coperni day today, so I'm walking in my first show, my first real show. I've walked shows when I was like 12. I'm so excited. I'm more excited than I am nervous." She says all of this before going on to film snippets of her day at the Paris show. After noticing that this TikTok footage was used in the Kardashians finale, some viewers took to Reddit and X to basically share their thoughts. One person said, playing Kylie's TikTok videos like we could just watch this on TikTok. They're running out of things to fill these episodes with. While another person added, we speed run that Kylie and Kendall Paris venture like Kylie didn't even film her part and just used Instagram clips. Another fan online said, did they use Kylie's TikTok as a scene for the show? Pack this show up. KUWTK would never do this, WTF. They shared nothing new, and someone else tweeted, Kylie footage being from her iPhone camera? Really? Fans have long compared the Kardashians with the family's old E! series, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Now, the latter show, which aired for 14 years, did not hold back when it came to showcasing all the highs and lows of the Kar-Jenner lives, from physical fights to horrific infidelity scandals. This comes amid ongoing discourse around Kylie's infrequent appearance on the show, which fans have criticized time and time again. Someone wrote on X expressing their grievances, saying, we got maybe 5 scenes of Kylie this entire season. It honestly isn't a point in the show anymore. All we see is 2 sisters, so they should just do Kim and Khloe taped somewhere. Never see Kylie, barely Kendall, no Kourtney, who knows where Rob went, yet they all get paid? It's just boring now. Bring back season 1 energy. Now, another person echoed that, saying, loved how this episode starts with the producer saying that Kendall and Kylie should do a spin-off. Baby, they're barely doing this show. Meanwhile, more users suggested that the Kar-Jenners have given us nothing this season, theorizing that, the family refused to show and share anything new or relevant. Footage of Kylie and Kendall Jenner being booed at a Los Angeles Rams game as they flashed up on the Jumbotron in the VIP section has them wishing it never happened, and more so that we just never seen it. Now, they might be fans of football, but football fans don't seem too fond of them. Kendall and Kylie Jenner had an awkward moment at the Los Angeles Rams game when they were booed by like the entire crowd. Now, during the matchup against the Baltimore Ravens, the reality stars had their faces splashed onto the Jumbotron at the LA Memorial Coliseum and were met with, you know, some boos rather than cheers. Now, during games, the Rams showcase famous faces in the stadium in a segment called Who's in the Rams House, now, where they show basically a photo of the celebrity and their name, now followed by a live shot of them in the stands. First up was Kylie Jenner, who smiled for the camera with her sister and, you know, wrapped her arm around Kendall for a hug. The whole moment was painfully awkward as the boos echoed in the arena immediately, but Kylie didn't appear to notice as she kind of laughed and raised her arms to encourage cheers. When she realized that the crowd was actually mocking her, she awkwardly stepped away and ran her fingers through her, you know, ponytail. Now, the crowd was still booing when the camera returned to the spot to focus on Kendall, who then just flashed like a little peace sign and blew some kisses. Now, to make matters worse, people at the game took to Twitter and seemed to delight in the embarrassment of the sisters of Kim Kardashian. One person wrote, "Well, the Rams lost, but at least Ravens and Rams came together as one in the stadium to boo Kylie and Kendall Jenner."
Kylie Jenner is no stranger to the luxuries of life, like private planes. Stars do sometimes need access to private flights for security reasons, but social media was up in arms in July of 2022 after the reality TV star took a 17-minute flight. The star took her private jet a couple cities over, and people online calculated that the flight could have been a 45-minute car ride. I personally don't get the short private jet flights just because after driving to the airport, getting on the flight, taking off, touching down, getting off, driving from the airport, wouldn't that all exceed 45 minutes? You can tell I've never been on a private plane. Other social media users were quick to point out just how much carbon would have been released from the short flight, about a quarter of the average person's annual carbon footprint, or 1 ton. The 45-minute car ride would have had a significantly lower impact on the environment. This isn't even the worst flight Jenner has reportedly taken. In June, she had taken a flight that was just 9 minutes. Social media users have called out the star for this behavior, some calling her a climate criminal. July of 2020 revealed that the makeup millionaire Kylie Jenner is accused of being a bad tipper. A video shared to TikTok by a former Manhattan restaurant hostess details her opinions on different A-listers she met while working at the restaurant. The video features names like Hailey Bieber and the Hadid sisters, both talked about in positive light. Jenner, unfortunately, did not receive the same treatment. The hostess clarified that the reality TV star's behavior wasn't an issue, saying that she was fine. It was the bill at the end. The former hostess claimed that Jenner tipped $20 on a $500 bill. The former hostess ended her bit about Jenner saying, "Do with that what you will," and rated the star as a 2 out of 10 guest. This did cause some controversy online. Some people agreeing that Kylie should have tipped more, around 20% instead of 4%. That would have been about a $100 tip. Others are saying that maybe the service wasn't great and $20 isn't that bad. Let me know your thoughts on the situation in the comments. Timothée Chalamet's fan base had a meltdown after videos of him smoking at the Beyonce concert he attended with Kylie went viral. The elusive Hollywood couple makes few public appearances together, so all eyes were on them at Beyonce's September 4th concert last year. Most of what was seen was just kisses and cuddles, but one particular Timothée action had fans clutching their pearls, but for good reason though. Timothée is seen in a video from the event smoking. This does break the rules of the venue, and fans were not happy about that. Timothée Chalamet smoking is not necessarily the biggest surprise. There are photos of him doing it before. Lots of people in Hollywood do it, but smoking inside the stadium is definitely not very nice to those around him. This next point is like whiplash. Kylie is known for being active on social media, posting on her Instagram story frequently. For such a major star, usually posts are like planned to compliment each other, but in this case, the two could not have been more different. Back in the very beginning of 2020, Jenner took to her Instagram story to raise awareness for what was happening in Australia at the time with all the devastating fires. Particularly, Jenner's Instagram story post was about the large amount of animals that had passed due to the fires and how sad that was and how people could help. It was a great message, exactly the thing to do to raise awareness. However, shortly after posting this message, Jenner posted photos of her new slippers to her story. Her new mink fur slippers, real fur. Fans thought this was an incredibly inappropriate thing to post, wearing fur right after making a big post about saving the animals in Australia. Australia. Many social media users were quick to weigh in on the controversy, one writing, "Kylie posting a story about the AU fires, then a story of her mink LV slippers is my favorite new definition of tone deaf. The slipper slip up wasn't a good look." Maybe the most hilarious of the secrets on this list would have to be the Timothée Chalamet spreading chlamydia around the NYU campus. It's not true, apparently. The reason this rumor even started is just as wild as the rumor itself. Allegedly, according to fans online, the rumor started from a fanfiction. This happened in a fanfiction, I guess, and everyone just started taking it as fact. Not to say that there is no truth to the rumor. I personally don't know him, so I can't tell you exactly what he got up to in college. Kylie's lip kits and her plastic surgery caused some ruffled feathers when it was first revealed the star received the procedures. Kylie getting exposed for receiving plastic surgery isn't necessarily that bad. She is absolutely allowed to do whatever she wants to her body, it is hers. What people had a problem with is that she was using it to sell her lip kit products. Most of the marketing for her famous lip kits was about how it would make your lips look bigger, just like Kylie's, that all you needed for the plump lip look was a Kylie Jenner lip kit. Only that wasn't true at all, even for Kylie. Her famous pout was achieved not just through makeup, but also plastic surgery. Many said this marketing was creating unrealistic expectations and was contributing to body image issues among younger fans. Now Kylie is more open about the procedures she received. Kylie Jenner admitted in an interview that she uses her housekeeper as an arm model for her makeup swatches. While being interviewed by Fast Money, Kylie dropped this interesting confession. She revealed that the reason why she picked her housekeeper to show off the highlighter swatches was because she has the best arms for swatches and she's so nice and just sits there and has her arm ready and lets me do my thing. So it seems like her housekeeper enjoys being there, which thank goodness. Still, people found the entire thing a little odd and were quick to criticize the situation, especially how Kylie spoke of her housekeeper. Many said that the way Kylie was speaking about her housekeeper was akin to how one might speak of a pet, and were also pointing out that this wasn't a housekeeper's job and that they hoped Jenner at least compensated her for the modeling. Though Jenner being able to do this does indicate a good relationship, so surely her housekeeper must be fine with it. It's been happening for years, but in 2024 it was revealed again that one of Kylie's brands stole designs from a smaller business. In the post, Kylie's makeup brand had stolen photo shoot ideas from a makeup artist on Instagram, but this time it's all about Kylie's clothing line, Kai. Australian brand Johansson is known for a specific silhouette. It looks classic and it has like twisted sleeves usually, and they've actually dressed Kylie Jenner before. The owner of Johansson was surprised when Kai's new collection dropped because it looked incredibly similar to many of the company's designs. Jessica Johansson took to TikTok to express her frustration and show comparisons of the two brands side by side. From what I saw, they are almost identical. Pair that with the fact that Kylie knows the brand and has worn the clothes, it's not looking good. This isn't the first time Kai has been accused of stealing designs. Before this, in 2023, designer Betsy Johnson accused the brand of the same thing. This is not the Betsy Johnson, the American designer, this is someone else. She was a model and is from Grimsby. Johnson at this point had recently announced a line called Products and was met with praise. It featured lots of leather and made a point to look luxurious. Kylie's brand released a line that had striking similar design ideas. Turns out Johnson had sent some emails to Kylie's product team months before the drops. In an Instagram story, Johnson wrote, "We emailed Kylie and her team Products Ltd concept and language and a line sheet 6 months ago. Interesting concept, Kylie. Interesting. Thanks for the cosign." A line sheet is a tool used to showcase clothing and the info about selling at wholesale, so it probably would have had a lot of the product's designs on it. Not a good look. The summer of 2020 was the backdrop for the shocking accusation that Kendall and Kylie didn't pay their workers. Claims were made against the sisters' shared brand, Kendall and Kylie, that they weren't compensating workers in Bangladesh for their work. The alleged reason why was the COVID-19 pandemic. An article from Remake was published in June of 2020, and it was the first to bring this claim to light. Here's the thing, were Kendall and Kylie directly responsible for paying the workers? Technically no. Everything went through the company they were working with, Global Brands Group. So the claim was actually against them. The claim was that they refused to pay its garment suppliers for orders produced in February and March following a drop in sales caused by the coronavirus pandemic. The sisters did address the claims publicly in a statement on Instagram, writing, "We would like to address the unfortunate and incorrect rumor that Global Brands Group owns the Kendall and Kylie brand and that we have neglected to pay factory workers in Bangladesh as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. This is untrue. The Kendall and Kylie brand is owned by 3072541 Canada Inc., Inc., not GBG. The brand has worked with CAA GBG in the past in a sales and business development capacity only, but we do not currently have any relationship at all with GBG. So though they had been affiliated in the past, it was not the case anymore, and it was an unfortunate accident that the sisters were brought into the conversation. Kylie Jenner made history and truly became King Kylie when she was crowned Forbes' youngest self-made billionaire ever at age 21. It came out towards the end of 2020 that allegedly false tax returns had been used to prove Kylie's billionaire status. So she wasn't actually a billionaire, still very, very, very rich, just not a billionaire. She was close to almost there. Her updated net worth at the time when Forbes revoked the title was just under $900 million. A report was published in the magazine after they had realized that they had been lied to. The report accused Kylie's mom, Kris Jenner, of being a key player in the falsehood. In the report, Forbes said, Kylie's business is significantly smaller and less profitable than the family has spent years leading the cosmetics industry and media outlets, including Forbes, to believe. The magazine did go on to clarify some things, saying, while we can't prove that those documents were fake, though it's likely, it's clear that Kylie's camp has been lying. Today, Kylie Jenner's net worth is estimated to be about $700 million. The only member of the family with $1 billion net worth right now is Kim Kardashian with a net worth of around $1.7 billion.
At number 10, Keke Palmer. So many people have opinions on the Kardashians. The way they look, the way they act, their business, everything. A lot of people don't like them for a number of reasons, but actress Keke Palmer has blatantly come out and talked about why she dislikes the Kardashians, specifically Kylie. Keke has shown sympathy in the past for Kylie because of the insecurities that Kylie has professed, but Keke isn't too fond of how Kylie went about dealing with those insecurities. A lot of the Kardashians show off their appearances all the time, and many of them have had plastic surgery, but Keke doesn't seem to like that Kylie flaunted how she changed her appearance like her sisters. The actress believes that Kylie went about dealing with her insecurities in the wrong way, and she hates the fact that she's been praised for this paid glow up. In an interview, Keke spoke out about all of this, where she said, quote, "In the sense of the Kardashians, it's like, I'm going to show you so much perfect and be everything a woman should be or everything a man would like or love. Specifically in the situation of Kylie, where you've had a young girl people have seen on television since she was a kid, and they literally told her she was so ugly, the ugly person in the family. She went and did apparently everything the world deemed as beautiful. The even crazier part is that everybody loves her for it." End quote. Keke has deemed Kylie inauthentic, and that's why she dislikes her so much.
And at number 9, Kylie Minogue. Before there was Kylie Jenner, Kylie Minogue was the most famous Kylie. But in 2015, Jenner tried to trademark the name Kylie, and Minogue fought back. The Australian pop star shaded Jenner when she tried to trademark their first name. According to the US Patent and Trademark Office, in 2015 Jenner tried to register Kylie in the US for advertising services and endorsement services. But Kylie Minogue's team filed their own charges to ensure the trademark did not go through. Minogue claimed it would, quote, damage her own reputation. In the legal documents, Minogue's team classified Jenner as a, quote, secondary reality television personality known for her, quote, photographic exhibitionism and controversial posts on social media. Very savage. Then Minogue tweeted, quote, "Hello, my name is Kylie, #lightyears," insinuating that she was here way before Jenner. After this whole debacle, it's clear the two do not like each other.
At number 8, Madison Beer. There are a handful of people in Hollywood who have their grievances with Kylie's beauty brand. In the past, she's been accused of copying the same packaging as Jeffree Star's makeup brand, but she's also had some beef with Madison Beer because the singer accused Kylie of stealing Madison's purple palette idea from back in 2017. In October of 2017, Kylie released her purple palette from her Kylie Cosmetics brand, and soon after the collection was made public, Madison shaded Kylie on Instagram, alleging that Kylie betrayed her. Madison posted on Instagram saying, quote, "When people fully steal your idea and they come out with what was supposed to be a collab, whack," end quote. Though the collab between Madison and Kylie was never confirmed, Madison appeared to have hinted at it back in March of 2017 when talking to paparazzi. I could imagine how hurt you would feel if you worked on something just for it all to fall through with you but still be sold. That would be a serious punch to the gut. When a follower called Madison out on being salty about the whole ordeal, and that she didn't invent purple eyeshadow, the singer clapped back saying, quote, "You sound very unintelligent. Who in their right mind would think they invented an eyeshadow color or shade? That is not at all in any way what I said or even slightly implied," end quote. Apparently, Kylie and Madison were friends before all of this happened, so I wonder if they're over it now or if that ruined their friendship.
In at number 7, Paris Jackson. Kendall and Kylie got tons of backlash when they released a series of vintage t-shirts for their clothing line, and photos of legends like Notorious B.I.G., Tupac Shakur, and the Doors and Ozzy Osbourne were beside their own on the shirts. Tons of celebrities called out the sisters for their tone-deaf decision, including Paris Jackson, the daughter of the late Michael Jackson. Paris took to Twitter and wrote, quote, "As a huge fan of Zeppelin, The Doors, Floyd, I mean these bands literally helped shape who I am today. I can't condone this fashion. Legends like these who completely changed our world today, not just the music world, should be respected and honored, not turned into this. Pink Floyd is not Chanel, Led Zeppelin is not Michael Kors, Metallica is not Givenchy, don't get it twisted. Hashtag bands not brands and hashtag respect music." Along with getting tons of heat, the sisters were also slapped with multiple lawsuits, so they decided to stop selling the shirts shortly after their release.
At number 6, Selena Gomez. Another celebrity who seems to have had beef with Kylie is former Disney star Selena Gomez. Turns out that Selena had an on and off again friendship with the Jenner sisters, and it all stemmed from Justin Bieber. During the time that Selena and Justin were a thing, Selena started feeling a little iffy about Kylie specifically because she thought that Kylie was flirting with Justin. Selena and Kylie apparently got into a confrontation in 2014 because of it, and it all went down at Justin's house. According to sources, what happened that evening was that Kylie allegedly, quote, sent sexy pics of herself to Justin, and that's what started the fight. Selena saw the pictures on Justin's phone and she freaked out and immediately left, end quote. The source also commented on the Jenner sisters saying, quote, "Kylie and Kendall live in such a fantasy world with what the show has turned their family into. At the end of the day, Selena was just there to be a part of the show and enhance their brand rather than being legit friends. Thankfully, Selena realized that she was being used and got out," end quote. Some sources also claim that Selena stopped being friends with the Jenners because of their use of substances, drinking, and partying, but the Jenners have denied those claims.
Halfway at number 5, Lourdes Leon. Lourdes Leon, daughter of Madonna, dissed Kylie after Lourdes was invited to Kylie's birthday party in 2015. Apparently, she finds the Kardashian family vile and was horrified about the invite. A source revealed that Lourdes shaded Kylie over her social media activity and selfie taking. After she received the invite, a source exposed, quote, "She couldn't believe Kylie thought that she'd be receptive to a party invite and has completely ignored her. As far as Lourdes is concerned, she's not going to lower herself to even responding," adding that Lourdes is very picky about who she spends her time with and Kylie doesn't make the cut. The source added that Lourdes' friends are, quote, "much more interested in changing the world than in taking selfies. And in my opinion, you must really hate someone if the thought of them inviting you to their birthday leaves you horrified."
At number 4, Amber Rose. The Kardashians have caused a lot of tension in the past in case of their relationships. There's been so much drama with cheating, rumors, babies, and so much more, so it's not surprising to know that Kylie is hated because of relationship quarrels. Amber Rose has had some harsh things to say about Kylie in the past, especially when it came to her relationship with rapper Tyga. Tyga had left Blac Chyna, the mother of his son, for Kylie, and Amber did not approve of that at all. During a radio interview, Amber spoke out about that drama when she said, quote, "She's a baby, she needs to go to bed at 7 o'clock and relax. That's ridiculous. Tyga should be ashamed of himself. That's how I feel, for sure. He has a beautiful woman and a baby and left that all for a 16-year-old who just turned 17, end quote. Amber wasn't the only one to comment on Kylie and Tyga's relationship, but her commentary definitely had some heat.
In at number 3, Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star has been coming for Kylie publicly ever since she came out with an online makeup company that was a competitor to Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Their feud is totally one-sided, but I'm sure that Kylie has seen all the shade that Jeffree has dished out. Back when Jeffree was famous for his makeup reviews, he reviewed Kylie Cosmetics on multiple occasions, and more often than not, he trashed her products. When reviewing her over $300 brush set, he called it cheap dollar store product. Jeffree and Shane Dawson also trashed Kylie's skin in their review, where they called the products drying, irritating, and overpriced. Jeffree even shaded Kylie's Forbes cover, where she was declared the world's youngest self-made billionaire. He said, quote, "I declined the feature, so they had to pick someone."
At number 2, Amanda Stenberg. The most common scandal that the Kardashians seem to get involved in is something involving cultural appropriation. Many of the Kardashians have been accused of appropriating black culture and blackfishing, and Kylie seems to be one of the worst offenders when it comes to these things. The internet has got really fired up when Kylie was seen wearing cornrows, and actress Amanda Stenberg went off on Kylie for it. The Hunger Games actress tweeted saying, quote, "When you appropriate black features and culture but fail to use your position of power to help black Americans by directing attention towards your wigs, Instead of police brutality or racism, hashtag white girls do it better. End quote. On top of that, Amanda also posted a video titled "Don't Cash Crop on My Cornrow," explaining that, quote, "The line between cultural appropriation and cultural exchange is always going to be blurred, but here's the thing. Appropriation occurs when a style leads to racist generalizations or stereotypes where it originated but deemed high fashion, cool, or funny when the privileged take it for themselves." End quote. Amanda already took a disliking towards Kylie after that, but that didn't seem to do much because she kept posting in cornrows after that.
And finally at number 1, Blac Chyna. There is absolutely no doubt in anyone's mind that Blac Chyna hates Kylie Jenner. I think pretty much anyone would hate the woman that your boyfriend left you for. Back in 2014, Blac Chyna was in a long-term relationship with Tyga. The pair even had a son together. But that all changed when Kylie came into the picture and Tyga left Chyna for a 16-year-old Kylie. Kylie and Tyga dated for 2 years before splitting. At this time, tons of Chyna's friends and family were shading Kylie for breaking up a family, including Amber Rose. Apparently, Kim Kardashian was even friends with Chyna while she was with Tyga, and Kim said that Chyna was devastated when she found out that Tyga was leaving her and their 3-year-old son King Cairo for Kylie. Years later, Chyna would get in a long-term relationship with Rob Kardashian, Kylie's half-brother, and have a child with him. Some even speculate that Blac Chyna got with Rob purely out of spite so she could make Kylie's life hell.
Kicking off the countdown list, number 10 is her lip injections. Is it really a Kylie Jenner list if it doesn't talk about her lips? I mean, I feel like that would be a sin not to talk about her lips. For years now, her lips have always been the most talked about feature on her body. Believe it or not. Her fans first noticed that as she started to grow older, she seemed to have fuller lips. And for a while, she was telling her fans that it was just lip liner and a photo filter, making them look more full. Over time, she did finally come clean about getting lip injections, and it was revealed that she had them done when she was just a teenager. Turns out she had her first injections when she was just 16 years old. And she said that she kept it a secret because she didn't want people to look at her as a bad influence. Because obviously when you're 16, you have a lot of young fans and you don't want to be putting needles in your face at 16 years old. Girl, too young. You know what I saw? That just means Kris Jenner had to sign off on that because you will need parental consent. Coming in next at number 9 is the envy between Kylie and Kendall. When your entire family is famous and everyone has their own businesses running, one might think that there would be some kind of competition going on. I mean, some of their products and businesses are like a conflict of interest with each other. Like they're in competition. But because they are all sisters and they are all very successful, each sister has said that they do not feel threatened by anyone else. But there was some tea spilled and a source claimed that Kendall and Kylie have a secret rivalry that's never really talked about. The sisters seem to be incredibly close to us because of their small age gap and their many collaborations throughout the years. But a source told Radar Online, I quote, "There's so much envy between these two, it's as though they're not happy when the other one is doing well." Some little sister competition going on. I mean, I get that. I feel like there might naturally just be a little bit of envy there. Cruising into number 8 is her hair. Just by following her or seeing some of her pictures, you'd be able to tell that her hair is fake. She switches up her look often, usually sporting bright colored wigs or changing up the length and color of her real hair with hair extensions. But her appearance is important for her brand for many reasons. You probably never stopped to think about why she keeps changing her hair. And I don't blame you because there are like a million other more important things to think about. But it turns out that she makes these changes on purpose. She said that changing her hair makes her feel like a new person. And many of us females can totally relate to that. Despite her brand having to do with some of it, there seems to be more personal reasoning behind it too. I mean, I can't say I've never dyed my hair, wanting to feel like a different person. Like, you know, post breakup, I gotta get new hair, I'm a new me. And spot number 7 is her weird collection. Having a collection is not uncommon, even having weird collections isn't uncommon. People collect things all the time, and it kind of just depends on what you think is weird or not. I personally collect stuffed animals, and I'm serious. I call them my furry friends and I love them. And I would love if you guys would let me know in the comments if you have a weird collection. This is a judgment-free zone. Yeah, let me know. But anyways, back to Kylie. Her collection is really random, and it's easy to think that it probably has to do with fashion or beauty or skincare, but it turns out it is not even close to that. Turns out she has a collection of rubber ducks and has been collecting them for years. When she was younger, the one thing she always asked for on her birthday was a rubber duck, and she said she still has some of her very first ones. I wonder if she'll pass them along to Stormi, because that would actually be really cute. Sliding into number 6 is the fact that she is shy. Now I know what you're thinking. The way she posts on social media, you wouldn't think that she is necessarily the shy type. She often posts pictures in barely anything clothing and in bikini, showing off her skin and flaunting her curves. The reality is though, who she is on social media and who she is behind the scenes are two totally different people. She appears to have all the confidence in the world, but she's actually quite shy. She was speaking with People magazine when she let it slip that she is a lot more shy than people think, and in really busy situations, she gets anxious and shy very easily. She plays it off well though, especially seeing as there's cameras surrounding her every single day. She seems like a natural. So she is hiding that well. I did not picture her as like the shy type. We are halfway through and we have her secret on makeup. Forbes named her the youngest self-made billionaire after she started her own beauty company, Kylie Cosmetics. Her entire world revolves around makeup, quite literally, since it's basically her full-time income. Unlike her sister Kendall, she doesn't do modeling, and she isn't really in the fashion industry like her other Kardashian sisters. So it might surprise people to learn that even though she created a beauty empire around makeup, she doesn't actually like wearing makeup. She exposed her little secret and said that she only wears makeup because that's what her fans like to see on her social media. She says that she has a passion for makeup, but she doesn't personally like to wear it often, and that there is a difference between the two. I get that. I like makeup. Like, I'm intrigued by makeup. I like makeup. I don't like wearing it though. I can't wait to take it off. Moving along to number 4, Kylie is stubborn. Her biggest fans would love to think that they know everything about her. A big part of having celebrity status is that all your fans think they personally know you. It's kind of weird when you think about it. Like, people obsess over someone that they've never actually met and know nothing about. But even if you thought you knew what she was like, one of her traits that she might not want you knowing about is that she is incredibly stubborn. Welcome to the club, sister. I know all about that. There are many different words that can be used to describe her, and an insider dish that stubborn is one of them. They said, I quote, "If you knew Kylie, she can be very stubborn. When she makes her decisions, she sticks by them." I mean, I feel like that's not necessarily a bad trait though. Or maybe I'm just saying that because I'm stubborn and I want to think it's a good thing, but in some cases, being stubborn isn't really a bad thing. Taking over the 3rd spot is she wants to live behind the scenes. If you look at her social media, you might get the impression that she loves all of the attention that she gets, but the truth is she doesn't. She doesn't like being recognized every time she goes out, and she would rather live a more private life. During an interview with Wonderland magazine, she said, "I want to be a businesswoman and behind the scenes. Kylie Jenner needs to retire." Girl, I hate to break it to you, but your career is just getting started. She still chooses to live her life in the public eye, but admits that she hates a lot of the attention she gets and the pressures that come along with it. Realistically though, even if she didn't want to live in the public eye anymore, it's kind of too late for that. Like, she can never just go out and people aren't gonna freak out. In spot number 2 is her secret cousin. That's right, apparently Kylie has a cousin that has been behind the shadows this whole time. The craziest part is that she looks like a spitting image of Kylie. You may have already seen her on social media. Her name is Natalie Zettel, and she's the youngest cousin of the family and is a low-key Instagram model. People recently caught on to this unknown little fact, and no one is really sure why we are just finding this out. Natalie is the daughter of Kris Jenner's younger sister. People found out about her after a picture of her and Kylie started surfacing on the internet. When you see them together side by side without all the makeup and hair and wigs and all of that, you can tell that they're related, and it's kind of cute. She's beautiful. Finally, we have made it to number 1, and we have her pregnancy was unexpected. All right, so the majority of us, this isn't really a secret. I feel like we all assumed this anyway, but it's totally not fair to judge someone that we don't even know on whether or not they planned on getting pregnant. Because really, we don't know what happened behind the scenes. The world went into a frenzy when the rumors first started, and Kylie completely went MIA and hid it from the entire world. When she first found out about her pregnancy, she wanted to keep that moment for herself rather than live it out in front of the world, where she says that she would have been judged for it, which she probably would have because she was so young. She admits that she did not plan on getting pregnant, but that it was the most amazing experience nonetheless. I mean, I get it. If I was her age and had that platform and I unexpectedly got pregnant, the amount of anxiety I would have, I wouldn't even want to tell my own parents.
Though the rumor was debunked almost as fast as it surfaced, fans have been speculating online for months that the makeup mogul is expecting baby number 3 with current beau Timothée Chalamet. Ever since Kylie Jenner first surprised the world with the announcement of her first child's birth, people have had a side eye on her for similar patterns. Some fans think they are showing up now. So the first sign to talk about is the one that really raised this topic to the top of celebrity gossip sites. A comedian claims that he was told that Kylie Jenner was pregnant with Timothée Chalamet's baby by a grocery store employee. What a statement, right? Daniel Tosh is the comedian. You might know him from his podcast, Tosh Show. That podcast is actually where he shared this grocery exclusive story. Daniel explains, I went to the grocery store in Malibu and I was talking to an employee there. I tried to avoid it, but I was talking to this guy and I said, why were you guys closed yesterday? Apparently, the grocery store was closed because the Kardashian Jenner family was using the store as a filming backdrop. At least, that's what this anonymous worker claimed, according to Daniel. The family needed the total privacy from the public because this was where they, I guess, planned to drop the news that Kylie was pregnant with Timothy's baby. Big news! Telling your family that in the comfort of your own home? Nah. A grocery store is obviously the right move here. Daniel continued his story saying, spoiler alert, this is for the upcoming season of the show. This is the big season finale. This random grocery store person is telling me that they rented out the entire store, shut it down, and then they acted like they were grocery shopping. This was the scene that apparently happened. Kylie reveals that she's pregnant again with Timothy's kid. What a bombshell. What a bombshell is right. I'm not saying that the Jenner family wouldn't film this big moment in a grocery store. It would definitely add some drama, and we all know how good that is for reality TV. Daniel Tosh wanted to be clear that he wasn't trying to confirm anything, chiming in at the end of the story with, I'm not verifying anything. This is what an employee at a grocery store in Malibu told me. Is there any truth to this rumor? Well, we will get more into it. Daniel didn't even start the rumor. It's been going around for months, pretty much since Timothy and Kylie were seen out on the town together for the first time. Daniel just added fuel to this fire and got a bunch of bonus listeners on his podcast for that episode. Also, the episode came out April 2nd, not 1st, so this wasn't a messed up April Fool's prank or anything either. Reps for Kylie have since denied the rumors pretty quickly after they came out. This hasn't deterred fans of Kylie's, as the last 2 times she was pregnant, the exact same thing happened, and well, we know they lied. We know now that the reason reps and even family members were publicly denying the rumors was because Kylie wanted the pregnancy to be a secret. She wanted it to be something personal to her, which is totally fair. Apparently, the producers of the show didn't even know about her first pregnancy until the end. One of the show's executive producers had been attached to the family since they made the reality TV debut in 2007, and they had no idea. They said they had been told by a family member about it, but that the family will often give out false information to see who's leaking info to the press, so they didn't believe it. So, reps and family acknowledging the rumors, even if they are denying them, makes some fans suspicious. Another sign is that some fans of the show have been complaining online about the family hiding too much about their personal life. One fan sharing on the social media site Reddit, they're so not open and hide so much from the audience very blatantly so the viewer doesn't feel interested or engaged anymore. Kylie had kept her past 2 pregnancies under wraps and off camera for the majority of the time she was pregnant. Only when it was revealed to the public that her first child had been born did footage of pregnant Kylie make it to the episodes, so the fact that the store was possibly rented out for the family means that they might be returning to letting audiences back into more personal life events. The entire Kardashian Jenner team was interviewed by Andy Cohen for Keeping Up with the Kardashians reunion episode, and of course, Andy asked what every Jenner fan wanted to know, why did Kylie keep her pregnancies a secret? Kylie shared, I shared so much of my life, I was also really young when I got pregnant and it was just a lot for me personally. I didn't know how I would bring that to the public too and have everyone's opinion. I think it's just something that I need to go through by myself. That makes a lot of sense, but now Kylie is maybe on her 3rd pregnancy, and that might mean she's ready to share some of the more intimate details with fans again. We'll have to wait and see. The news dropped that Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet were dating in April of 2023, and that was met with quite the reaction from fans of both parties. Now, almost a year later, there might be another big announcement regarding the couple. Eagle-eyed fans had been keeping an eye on Kylie's social media and noticed in the fall of 2023 that there was about a month where Kylie didn't post at all. This is very out of character for the social media and reality TV star. Users of the social media site Reddit got into a discussion with each other over what exactly the lack of posting means and how it could relate to Kylie's possible 3rd pregnancy. Some background, during Kylie's first 2 pregnancies, she didn't post as much when she started showing, and when she did post, it was pictures taken months ago or photos that were taken a long time ago, made to look like they could have been taken recently, if that makes sense. The Redditors began pointing out that Kylie Kylie's fall posting and started taking on this pattern. One user commenting, "Kylie hasn't posted on Insta for almost a month," with another backing them up saying, "Last post was on October 3rd and it was pictures from her Paris trip the week before. Last post was pre-taken photos that could be suspicious." Another user pointed out that at that point in time, there hadn't been any new photos of Jenner since September 27th. A bit suspicious when you take into Kylie's past pregnancy announcement history into account. Now in the spring of 2024, Kylie has posted a lot. She posts photos of herself at events, reels, videos, Instagram stories, appeared at shows, lots of things in which she doesn't look 7 months pregnant if we are going by that October timeline from the previous point. Not to say she can't be. Still, fans are not convinced. As stated previously, in Kylie's first 2 pregnancies, lots of content was shot in advance to be posted later, and lots of fans think that this is what is happening now too. There were many comments from fans under some of her recent pictures saying all this, claiming that these were old photos, and now comments are off. We'll let you decide whether you think that's a sign or not. Another major photo trick Kylie used to hide her pregnancies was only taking chest up pictures, so she could post recent photos of herself next to the ones that had been pre-planned, kind of throw internet sleuths off the trail. Even now, some of Kylie's recent selfies are all taken from the chest up. However, she does serve face, so I can also understand why she might just want to post pictures of just her face. She is gorgeous. Fans were thrown into a tizzy in December 2023 when an interesting Instagram story hit Kylie's social media. Kylie Jenner has a clothing line called Kai by Kylie Jenner, and around December, Christmas time, she was promoting it on her Instagram stories. Instagram stories are something a lot of people will just quickly click through. Well, fans thought they may have received an early Christmas present in the form of Kylie's pregnancy announcement when a photo of a pregnant woman was posted to her story. If you had been just quickly moving through the story, you absolutely could have mistaken the woman for Kylie. She had similar hair and her phone was covering most of her face, so if you didn't stop to really look, you probably would have spent the holiday season thinking Kylie's third child would be here by the new year. In reality, it wasn't Jenner, but instead her friend Lauren Perez. Still, with someone that wants to keep pregnancy rumors in check, seems like an interesting move to repost someone that could be easily mistaken for yourself. Then, Timothy was present at a major holiday Christmas celebration with the family. He can be seen in the back talking to Kylie at the big Kardashian-Jenner Christmas party. The more serious and committed the couple gets, the more people speculate a little bundle of joy is on the way. One Reddit user commented an interesting theory under a faux moi Reddit account thread regarding the Kylie Jenner pregnancy rumors that were floating around even before the grocery store reveal. When Timothy and Kylie first made their public couple debut, it was kind of out of the blue, and then they were suddenly at a bunch of events together after months of pretending like the other wasn't a part of their life at all. Not to say they weren't dating then, just from the outside it looked really sudden. The Reddit comment in question here was, "I think my favorite rumor is that she's already pregnant and that's why they're trying to soft launch everything so fast." According to other fans in the Reddit thread, this situation is very similar to what they remembered happened with Travis Scott, that Kylie had gotten pregnant very soon after dating Travis, and the serious dating started after. While we all love to know what our favorite celebrities are up to, the lengths people will go to just to get a glimpse or be the one to leak big news is truly appalling. Apparently, during one of her pregnancies, someone that was a part of Kylie's house staff tried to secretly take photos of a pregnant Kylie in her home. The world doesn't need to know whether Kylie is pregnant that bad, we're good. The camera caught this moment because mom Chris had to step out for a second to take the call from Kylie that revealed this information. About the incident, Chris had said to have somebody in her own home trying to snap pictures they shouldn't be snapping is really stressful. When this news initially came to light, no one knew about the pregnancy yet, but now we know that Kylie would have been pregnant when this all went down. This past holiday weekend fueled some additional rumors, gave us more signs and that some serious steps were made in the Timothy and Kylie relationship timeline. Kylie's momager, Kris Jenner, hosted a special Easter celebration for her daughters and grandchildren, and possibly Timothy Chalamet. The Easter celebration was quite the setup, so of course it made it to the Instagram stories of multiple attendees. In one video posted to Kim Kardashian's Instagram story, Kim was showing off the main table and all of the place settings and little details. In the video, you can see the names on the place cards. Well, all except one. There was one name blurred out and fans think it was Timothy's. The card was placed right beside Kylie's and some fans claim they can see a TI. All of this speculation was happening on the Reddit page, Timothy Chalamet Daily. Fans were quick to speculate that if it is his name, it was possibly blurred to get people talking about it. How easy it would have been for Kim to just take a video on the other side of the table, and how placing the blurred name right next to Kylie was going to stir things up. Kylie also posted very few photos this year from the celebration, and her sisters posted everything. You couldn't really see Kylie though in any of their posts either. For those who believe Kylie is pregnant with Timothy's baby, having him at a big holiday celebration celebration with the whole family, and keeping photos of each other off the web is looking like a sign.
Timothy and Kylie are one of the hottest couples in Hollywood right now, Kylie being the billionaire makeup mogul that she is, and Timothy being a successful A-list actor. But rumor has it, Kylie wants to step into her big sister Kim K's footsteps and pursue a career in acting. She's even reportedly trained with some private coaches over the years. However, Kylie hasn't taken the plunge into the business because she is terrified of failing. Kylie's had acting ambitions for years and had private coaches and some high-profile teachers, but she's always held back because of her fear of failure. But now that the reality star is involved with Timothée Chalamet, she feels ready to try her luck in the movie industry. She even reportedly wants his help to achieve this goal by getting them to star in a project together. But what does Timothée think about her big dreams? Well, the 28-year-old Dune star believes Kylie has talent. However, an insider noted he made sure that she knows what to expect from the business, as he wants her to have realistic expectations going into this next chapter of her career. He'll support her if she wants to pursue acting, but he wanted to let her know it is not for the faint of heart. There's always going to be rejection. On top of rejection, Kylie needs to be ready for the harsh critics. She's already receiving some intense criticism from social media users of her desire to even begin an acting career. Some reactions from an online thread prove this. How delusional can a girl get? At least we know what she's using him for, one person says. Another saying, I don't believe it at all, because Kylie would never want to act. She doesn't even do an interview without her mom. He thinks she has talent? How would he know? Imagine having to beg a literal actor to be in a movie with you and he won't do it. This is more embarrassing for her than she thinks. A few days ago, a blind item involving an entertainment lawyer seemed to be referencing Kylie's new career plan, and Timothée is allegedly not too pleased, according to this. The item states, quote, this A-minus list reality star with the lucrative side gig is going to discover very quickly that the actor she has been calling her boyfriend wants no part in acting alongside her unless it is an adult tape they are making for themselves. Yikes. People shared their thoughts on Reddit, one user saying, I can't imagine Kylie wanting to get into acting. I know she's done vocal work, but like, I can't imagine her having to go into set where she has no control over how she looks and filtering. Another adding, okay, but I think Kylie could be good at vocal work. I think she has a nice voice and could do some good, cutesy stuff. I swear he just said this to piss off his deranged fans, LMAO, one person said. I would do it too if I were Timothée. Like, yeah, I talked to Martin Scorsese actually, and he said that because she's dating me, he thinks he can get Kylie a lead role in Oscar campaign for next year, a user joked. A fourth user said, I have a soft spot for Kylie and she is a favorite among the Kardashian-Jenner family. However, I can't with her acting. No one's going to take her seriously. Kylie's older sister Kim K recently got into acting with a supporting role in American Horror Story, and the reviews on her performance are mixed. I think she did well, but it wasn't a character stretched far from her own world. Could she play someone like tuberculosis Karen or Sally? I don't know, I can't see it, but you never know, a Reddit user said. Another saying, her delivery is a little flat. She doesn't have a huge range of emotion with her face. Her voice changes expression a little bit, but her face stays mostly the same. She exceeded my expectations though. I thought she wasn't going to be able to hold her own in scenes with Emma Roberts, but she did. We'll see how far she takes the character. I give Kim's performance 6.5 out of 10. She doesn't have a huge range of emotion with her face. Regular use of Botox will do that, the user says. Now, back to Kylie. Let's discuss some of Kylie's past controversies that maybe you forgot about. The makeup mogul attended last year's Schiaparelli show during Paris Fashion Week, wearing a strapless black velvet gown with an eerily lifelike lion head attached to her. Beauty and the Beast. Thank you, Daniel Roseberry and Schiaparelli, for such a special morning. I loved wearing this faux art creation constructed by hand using man-made materials. Kylie captioned Instagram photos of herself modeling the couture creation. But But her followers were not very fond of the furry front row fashion accessory. But why? Why even imitate this? I'm thankful it's fake, but the imagery is still disturbing, one person commented, while another wrote, "Why are you wearing animals' heads on your dress? Faux or not, it doesn't make sense to me. Guess more Americans will be flocking to Africa now to get the latest wildlife accessories. Promoting hunting. As a South African, this is wrong on so many levels. The king of our jungle is not a fashion statement. Like, WTF? A third person chimed in. Despite being only in her mid-20s, Kylie is one of the world's richest young people, her cosmetics brand reportedly being worth a staggering $900 million. And this was even after Forbes had to strip her of her title of the world's youngest self-made billionaire after she allegedly deceived the publication about her finances. That controversy aside, she obviously is still very rich and can probably give a good tip when she's out for dinner. But this is apparently not what allegedly happened when she was served by Julia Carolan at a fancy Manhattan restaurant. Earlier last year, Carolan chimed on TikTok that after serving Kylie, the star had only tipped $20 on a $500 meal. Kylie Jenner also has recently come under fire for her casual use of a private jet. The Twitter account Celeb Jets, which tracks celebrity flights, posted Kylie's plane route after she flew 17 minutes in the air to avoid a mere 45-minute drive, belching carbon emissions over the skies of California as if there is no tomorrow, and at this rate, there won't be. Twitter users expressed fury at Kylie for obvious reasons, branding her a quote climate criminal, a label which seems entirely appropriate considering the sad state of our planet. 3 days after the brief, extraordinarily wasteful flight, Jenner posted a black and white photo of herself and Travis Scott on Instagram, about to board another private jet. In the wake of criticism, Jenner appeared to be doubling down, including a provocative caption in the post, "You want to take mine or yours?" The public reaction to the post was just as strong as the Twitter backlash. The vast majority of responses to the post pointed out the discrepancy between public consumption and the sickeningly wasteful ways of the wealthy. Kylie Jenner gained significant attention in the media for her noticeably plump lips years ago. Initially, she actually denied undergoing any cosmetic procedures like lip fillers and attributed her enhanced lip appearance to makeup. However, in a candid moment on her TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, she later confirmed that she had indeed undergone lip filler injections to achieve her signature look. The influence of Kylie's plump lips extended beyond admiration and controversy. A concerning trend emerged where teenagers attempted to imitate her lip enhancement using risky DIY methods. This plump lip challenge involved individuals using suction devices or other unsafe techniques to artificially inflate their lips, which often led to painful injuries and even health risks. This trend underscored the potential dangers of social media trends and the need for responsible online behavior and education. Kylie Jenner's viral moment of singing "Rise and Shine" to her daughter became an internet sensation, inspiring memes and remixes. In an attempt to capitalize on the catchphrase popularity, Kylie's company filed a trademark application for "Rise and Shine." However, this move was met with serious backlash as many saw it as an exploitation of a moment that became popular organically. The incident raised discussions about intellectual property, meme culture, and the commercialization of internet trends. The launch of Kylie's skincare line, Kylie Skin, was also met with criticism due to concerns about the very harsh ingredients used in the products. Internet users and beauty enthusiasts expressed their disappointment and skepticism, highlighting that some of the ingredients might be potentially harmful to the skin or not backed at all by scientific research. The criticism underscored the importance of transparency and thorough research when launching beauty products, as consumers increasingly demand safer and more effective options. The incident also raised discussions about the responsibility of celebrities when endorsing products, particularly in industries where misinformation imitation or subpar products can have negative consequences for consumers.
Jordyn Woods. Jordyn and Kylie became best friends when they met in 2012, but all that changed when Jordyn admitted to kissing Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian's boyfriend at the time. This happened in February of 2019, and in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Jenner claimed that her then BFF initially lied about the incident before confessing to the kiss when she was confronted. In September of 2020, Woods revealed that everything changed for her in the wake of the cheating scandal. She said, "I'm not happy that people were hurt and people had to go through what they went through. It was a lot for everyone. My family, other families, friends, and not in a million years have I had a negative intention to do something bad to anyone I love." In July of 2023, Woods was spotted to dinner in Los Angeles with Jenner as their first public outing in 4 years. Jenner opened up about the pair's reunion in a November 2023 profile for Interview magazine, saying, "We never fully cut each other off, and one day naturally we were like, we want to get sushi and we don't want to hide anymore." Then there's Amanda Stenberg. The actor called out Kylie in July 2015 when she posted an Instagram snap of herself with cornrows. In response to the photo, Amanda said, "When you appropriate black features and culture but fail to use your position of power to help by directing attention towards your wigs instead of racism." Kylie then clapped back saying, "Mad if I don't, mad if I do. Go hang with Jaden or something." Now, Amanda took Kylie's ex Jaden Smith to prom that May, but I'm sure that comment did not sit too well. After all, Kylie has been called out for cultural appropriation many times before, mostly coming from fans. But when a celebrity does it, it's a lot harder to ignore. Moving on to Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna has a rocky relationship with the Kardashian-Jenner family. She dated rapper Tyga and had a son with him in 2012. The pair split in 2014, and in 2015, Tyga began dating Kylie, but they eventually called it quits in 2017. Chyna, for her part, began dating Kylie's older brother Rob, and the couple announced that they were engaged and expecting their first child together in May of 2016. After an extremely rocky romance, Rob and Chyna split in early 2017, and the second season of their reality show was put on hold indefinitely. Then in late 2017, Chyna sued the famous family for interfering with the show's future, claiming that Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, and Kylie had all defamed her, and her reputation was permanently damaged as a result. Next up is Selena Gomez. Selena was friends with Kendall and Kylie, but it's said that Justin Bieber drove them all apart. In April of 2014, Selena hung out with the Jenner sisters at Coachella, but she unfollowed them soon after. Why? At least according to one source. Another source said that whatever went down at Justin's rented home near the festival got messy. Quote, "Kylie sent sexy pics of herself to Justin, and that is what started the fight. Selena saw those pictures on Justin's phone and she freaked out and left immediately." They said that at the end of the day, Selena was just there to be a part of the show and enhance their brand rather than being legitimate friends. Thankfully, Selena realized that she was being used and then she got out of there. Now, Justin and Selena's relationship was always messy, but she definitely did not need the Jenner sisters messing with it even more. On to Keke Palmer. Although Keke was somewhat sympathetic about Kylie's insecurities to do with her appearance, she did not approve of how Kylie went about gaining confidence and said that she was inauthentic. AKA, she did not like the fact that Kylie lied about getting fillers and Botox. Quote, "In the sense of the Kardashians, it's like, I'm going to show you so much perfect and be everything a woman should be or everything a man would like or love." Keke went on to say, specifically in the situation with Kylie, where you've had a young girl people have seen on television for years, and they literally told her that she was so ugly, the ugly person in the family. Then she went and did apparently everything the world deems as beautiful. Next we have Jeffree Star. Kylie Cosmetics was full of drama. Its first lip gloss launch was met with complaints after customers found that their brushes were frayed, split, and overall defective. Although the company had already released a statement addressing the issue and promising to resolve it, YouTube makeup artist Jeffree Star of course had to voice his opinion on it. He slammed the unacceptable situation on social media in a series of deleted posts. 2 months later, he accused Kylie of overcharging for her lip kits, saying she found a lab that makes a $5 formula concealer, and they're called ColourPop. They gave her the exact same one with her name on it, and they charged $20 more. If the product didn't suck, I wouldn't have anything to say. Jeffree continued to bash Kylie and her makeup line, slamming her for releasing a $60 brush kit in December of 2017, and later claiming that the products were lackluster. He said, "I think that there's so many products being put out and it's just not exciting anymore. It's kind of lackluster and I'm just kind of over the brand at the moment." In March of 2019, he claimed that Kylie, who had just been named as the youngest self-made billionaire by Forbes, had only been profiled by the magazine because he had turned it down. So clearly Jeffree has something against Kylie as a businesswoman and as a person. Moving on to Vlada Haggerty. When Kylie launched her makeup line in 2014, she adopted a dripping lip motif as the company's signature look. However, she was quickly called out by social media users who felt that she had stolen the design from makeup artist Vlada Haggerty, who was known for her elaborate lip art. 2 years later, Kylie was accused of copying her again for her 2016 holiday campaign, which featured fingers painted gold covering the model's eyes to draw attention to the red lip at the center. On Instagram, Vlada wrote, "Really, Kylie Cosmetics? Haven't you gotten enough inspiration from me already?" She then shared side-by-side comparisons of the photos. Eventually, Kylie Cosmetics changed their post to credit her because she threatened to sue the company for copyright infringement, which is completely valid considering the fact that she literally stole it. Next, we have Kevin James Bennett. In August of 2022, Kylie shared a series of photos from a visit to the Kylie Cosmetics production center in Milan, saying that she was in the lab creating new magic. In the photos, she wore a white lab coat but no hairnet or gloves, leading Kevin James Bennett to call her out in an Instagram post of his own for violating safety guidelines. He wrote, "I'm a cosmetic developer and work with cosmetic manufacturers as part of my job. I have very short hair and I've never been allowed into the lab or onto the manufacturing floor without a hairnet, shoe covers, mask, and disposable gloves." The makeup artist alleged that Kylie is gaslighting her followers into thinking that she is creating these cosmetics. He continued to question what ignorant lab would let her go there and stage photos in their lab or on the manufacturing floor without following proper sanitation protocols. Fans felt that he made some very valid points. After all, if Kylie wants to do some sort of photo shoot, she can just do it somewhere else. In response, Kylie claimed that the photos were taken in a separate, small personal space that was set aside for creating social media content. Kevin responded with a series of questions about the time Kylie spent at the facility, before reiterating that she lied to him and her followers. Next up, we have Madison Beer. The singer was once besties with Kylie. That was until her collab with Kylie's makeup brand. Madison didn't directly accuse Kylie of stealing a purple palette that was supposed to be released as a collaboration, but she did imply it on Twitter. She said, "When people fully steal your idea and what they come out with was supposed to be a collab, whack." After that, she stopped following Kylie and then posted a selfie online where she was also using purple eyeshadow. The caption read, "I see you, girl. If that's not shade, then I don't know what is." Shortly after, trolls started commenting on her post to point out that Madison did not create purple eyeshadow, to which he responded by hinting that the real issue was not the hue at all, but the betrayal. He said that Kylie contacted Madison with the notion of working together, and after some initial hesitation, Madison eventually consented. Though a collaboration between Kylie and Beer was never officially confirmed, she hinted to paparazzi in March of 2017 that she may start working on makeup with her childhood pal. And lastly, we have Danielle Bregoli. Viral sensation Danielle Cash Me Outside Bregoli does not like Kylie Jenner at all, or Kendall. According to the Daily Mail, Bregoli mocked Kylie in one of her music videos, which stars a Kylie Jenner lookalike getting injections all over her face and her body. Danielle also blasted Kylie in a radio interview, saying, "How do you go from lips the size of a twig and a body that looks like a paperclip, and now you look like an hourglass?" While some fans felt that she went a little too far with her criticism, others felt that she said what everyone was really thinking.
Number 10, Hailey Bieber. Shady people clearly like to be friends with other shady people, and that's exactly what Hailey Bieber and Kylie Jenner's relationship is compiled of. Just one big lump of shade. Now, both Hailey and Kylie have been best friends for years, and they only grew more closer after Justin Bieber married the model. And fast forward to today, it seems like the stars are still supporting one another as they endearingly
family take the time to celebrate each other's success from time to time, as Hailey has commended the growth of Kylie Cosmetics' empire by saying, "I've always been so inspired by that." And Kylie also congratulated Hailey on starting her own skincare line by saying, "First, I want to say that I'm so proud of you and I love Rhode." So it's clear that the girls are really close, and with Selena's fans constantly going at Hailey for her constant shade against Selena Gomez, it's clear to see why these two ladies hate Selena. But imagine if they could put all this shade behind them and just be friends and support each other. They would be such a powerful trio, because women need to support other women, not shade them. Number 9, the Instagram takeover. So Kylie Jenner was the most followed woman on Instagram with 380 million followers until Selena dethroned her as she made an epic return to the social media platform and quickly stole Kylie's crown. Which can't exactly be sitting too well with Kylie, as now she doesn't really have anything to brag about when it comes to her family, as she's not the richest sister any longer, and she's definitely not the most followed person. Now, Selena previously had been the most followed woman on Instagram, but when she left the social media platform for a period of time, she only returned stronger than ever before, and this definitely has to be getting on Kylie's nerves. As amidst her dethroning on the platform, she threw some total shade at Selena by mocking her eyebrows. Before returning to Instagram, Selena did take a short break from the platform, and she would explain to Vanity Fair that she removed Instagram from her phone and that she actually passed on the responsibility to another member of her team because she found the app to be toxic. And honestly, she was right to think so, as just as she returned and became the most followed woman on Instagram, it's clear other women in the spotlight were jealous and they tried everything they could to bring her down. And because of it, she's left the app again. Hey my little peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Number 8, Justin Bieber. Back in February of 2016, Kylie Jenner would sit down for her first major interview with a British magazine, where she would open up about being part of the most famous family in the world, and how Justin Bieber helped her deal with her fame. When talking about Justin helping her with her fame, she would say, "I'm so close to him because I feel like he's been through exactly what I've been through in a completely different way, but similar. So he just gets me, and every time I see him, he always sits down and is like, 'Are you okay? You're amazing. You can get through this. Just stay true to yourself.' He helps me a lot." So it's clear that Justin and Kylie have an amazing relationship, as he has come to Kylie's defense more than once, telling everyone to just leave her alone. And while Justin was still dating Selena, Kylie and her sister Kendall actually used to be friends with Selena, but when they split, seemingly the sisters also dropped their friendship with Selena, as they clearly have loyalty to Justin, and due to all the drama surrounding Selena, Justin, and Hailey, it's clear Kylie has taken the side of her friends and became a mean girl in the process. And number 7, the eyebrows. So the eyebrow feud is definitely not on fleek, and I'm honestly just so disappointed that apparently grown celebrity woman just can't leave the high school drama, well, in high school. So it's no lie when I say Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber's relationship has been dogged by drama for years, as both ladies have been romantically involved with Justin Bieber. And despite Hailey saying it was all love between the two women on the Call Her Daddy podcast in 2022, it hasn't stopped fans from pitting the two against each other. And now it seems like Hailey's best friend Kylie Jenner has entered the chat. In February, Kylie out of nowhere weighed in on the drama by posting a close-up eyebrow photo that took some jabs against Selena. So just after Hailey and Selena decided to wave the white flag and become friends in October 2022, Selena decided in February 2023 to share a post to her TikTok saying, "I accidentally laminated my brows too much." And then in just a matter of hours, Kylie shared a picture of her own arches on Instagram, writing, "This is an accident." Then Hailey got involved in the mocking of Selena after Kylie later shared a screenshot with a FaceTime call, and both women were caught showing off their carefully groomed brows on the camera, which then pushed back Hailey to limit comments on her Instagram, and Kylie pretty much told her fans to basically chill out. Number 6, Kendall Jenner. So it's clear that all the drama started after Selena went on vacation in Mexico. While on vacation, the paparazzi captured a photo of Selena in her bikini, and the images were released online on January 3rd. Internet trolls then took to the section to body shame the star while trying to give her some advice. So while a lot of the trolls were making fun of the star, it seems like things were only going to accelerate after a TikTok video posted by Hailey Bieber started to circulate online, where fans pointed out that Hailey and her friends, Kendall Jenner and Justine Skye, were clearly taking the time to mock Selena Gomez's vacation photos. In the video, the ladies could be seen lip-syncing to the lyrics, "I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right." Fans after seeing that video were outraged and thought their TikTok was directed at Selena, as they were all hinting at the fact that she deserved all of the body shaming. And when Hailey deleted the video, it only added more fuel to the fire, as fans began questioning, why did Hailey delete the video if she didn't make fun of Selena in the first place? This then started to label Hailey and Kendall as a mean girl, and whoever Kylie hates, so does Kendall, as the Kardashians always seem to stick together. Just look at how they all iced out Jordan Woods and Scott Disick. Mean girls. 5. Actually talented. So it's clear that Kylie Jenner's talent, outside of being able to wear expensive clothes, drive expensive cars, live in expensive houses, and fight with her family on a reality TV, it's non-existent. And even her talent for being the richest member of her family was the biggest scam that was uncovered after she lied about being a billionaire. However, Selena Gomez, on the other hand, is a triple threat, because not only can this girl sing, but she can act and dance, and outside of her talent, she's also a beautiful, young, kind, smart, and warm-hearted girl that has grown into this very strong woman so she could get through her own ups and downs. Just after Kylie took to her Instagram page to mock Selena, it would cause Selena to dethrone the star and gain 12.8 million followers, and Kylie ended up losing 1.8 million amidst her feud. It's clear that even Kylie, stating that there is no beef between the two sides, there is, and she's just really fake to the public so she doesn't damage her reputation. She's clearly jealous that Selena has talent, and now she's built an empire on Kylie's failure. Number 4. Kylie's toxic. Kylie, Kendall, and Selena all used to be best friends, but back in 2014, when Selena decided to purge her Instagram friends, we were all shocked when we noticed that the Wizard of Waverly Place actor decided to delete her new besties, Kylie and Kendall. But after she revealed the reason behind it, we all understood why she did what she did. When Selena was friends with Kylie and Kendall, they made her feel like she was more alone, and it got to the point where she found her friendship with the sisters was extremely toxic and unhealthy. Selena was 21 at the time, and she had enough with all the partying, and she really just wanted to focus on her music and going to church, but her friendship with the Jenners was just getting in the way of that. Now both Kylie and Kendall are close to Selena's on and off again love, Justin Bieber, and to them, he can do nothing wrong. So while Selena was going through the breakups, Selena felt like she wasn't receiving any support from the two ladies who claimed they were her best friend. A source close to Selena would then also say she just feels alone and doesn't know who to trust or to turn to. And later they would say Kendall and Kylie just don't know Selena the way that Taylor Swift does. Number 3, just mean girls. It's clear Selena Gomez just can't sit with Kylie Jenner and Kendall Jenner and Hailey Bieber, as all 3 girls have been labeled as mean girls, as the public is currently labeling the trio as bullies since they have been publicly bullying Selena with their very immature behavior. Fans for a long time have been aware that there has been some bad blood between Selena and Hailey, as it dates back to the days of their love triangle with Justin Bieber. And from the beginning, Kylie and Kendall have gotten wrapped up into all of the drama, as they also once claimed that they have helped Hailey take Justin from Selena. With the girls thinking their fans would just laugh with them over their latest move to hurt Selena, it was definitely miscalculated, as many social media users seem like they are largely put off by their behavior, as they are behaving like catty teens, especially since these women have millions of dollars thanks to their successful careers, and they can't even act like grown adults. Number 2, ruined career. Now, if you've been keeping up with all the latest Selena Gomez, Hailey Bieber, and Kylie drama, then you know that Kylie Jenner is definitely in her flop era, as her career is definitely in trouble, as she took a major hit on social media after her bullying allegations were brought to light. Since news first broke about the fact Kylie and Hailey might have just mocked Selena about her eyebrows being brought to light, some have started a conversation on TikTok by sharing videos where fans can be seen examining the decline of Kylie Kylie's fan base since the incident. With the videos showing not only Kylie's fan base dropping below 1 million followers, there has also been a major dip in her company sales. While Selena, on the other hand, has only increased, landing her over 1 million new followers and more sales in her rare beauty line, which proves Kylie's career could be in jeopardy, as even Kris Jenner doesn't even know how to handle this much damage control. Lately, Kylie fans on TikTok have been tossing away their favorite lip kits and swapping them for rare beauty products, and this could be a major problem for Kylie, as her cosmetic line is her main source of income. If no sales, it could potentially be a huge problem for the star. And coming in at number 1 today, we have the ended friendship. So back in 2014, Kylie and Kendall would both claim that they were glad they weren't friends with Selena Gomez any longer, just after Selena cut ties with the sisters because she thought they were a toxic distraction. Kylie and Kendall would claim that all Selena's claims were just twisted and that they were better off not having Selena in their life, as then they went on to claim it was actually Selena who was the real drama-obsessed party girl. But it seemed like recent events seemed to prove otherwise. Kylie and Kendall's claims would come just after Selena purged them from her social media, as not only was Selena convinced the sisters were tarnishing her career, but she also held a grudge against Kylie, as it was reported she was just getting a little too close to Justin and Selena was convinced something was going on between them. Watch out, Hailey. Starting off our list at number 10 today, we have Justin Bieber still loves Selena. So imagine being married to a guy that still loves his ex. How would you feel? Well, if you were Hailey Bieber, you'd probably be thinking, after her latest mean girl move, that her relationship is completely over with Justin Bieber. Let's face it, Canadians are nice and we don't stand mean girls. Since Justin got married to Hailey, he hasn't felt whole, and it came to the point after Selena was hospitalized that he thought he made a huge mistake when it came to his marriage with Hailey. An inside source would then reveal that Justin still loves Selena, as she was his first great love, and while he was young and traveling around the world as a superstar, he learned a great deal from Selena. Even during his honeymoon with Hailey, all he could do was think about Selena, and this is why Hailey and Justin are in therapy to help their marriage, because they both know they made a mistake, but Hailey just doesn't want to lose Justin to Selena. Number 9. The eyebrows. When Selena recently posted a video on her TikTok page, she would say, "I accidentally laminated my eyebrows too much," to the point Kylie Jenner would then find herself in the middle of Hailey's and Selena's feud after she posted a photo on her Instagram story writing, "This was an accident," on top of her own laminated brows. And not going to lie, the timing was just pretty questionable, considering that Selena shared a video on her TikTok just a few hours before. And adding more fuel to the fire, Kylie then went on to share a screenshot of a FaceTime call with Hailey where they both showed their eyebrows for the camera. But Kylie quickly went on to deny the fact that she helped mock Selena with Hailey after she noticed her followers were declining on her social media platforms by saying, "This is reaching no shades towards Selena ever. I didn't see her eyebrow post. You guys are making something out of nothing. This is silly." Clearly, Selena just didn't want to step on the biggest family in Hollywood's heels, so she obviously went on to agree with Kylie and went on to say, "Agreed, Kylie Jenner, it's all unnecessary. I'm a fan of Kylie." But it's clear Kylie and Hailey were both making fun of Selena, which is sad to see, and there's a reason why they're losing millions of followers today. Hey my little peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Jumping back into the list at the number 8 spot, we have Selena's body. So back in January, Hailey posted a TikTok video which her friends Kendall Jenner and Justine Skye were in, and you could see them all mouthing the words, "I'm not saying she deserved it, but God's timing is always right." Hailey was then quick to delete the video after fans commented saying her post was clearly directed at Selena, after Selena was hit with body shaming comments on a bikini photo she posted. So it makes us wonder if Hailey, did you hate Selena's bikini picture because Justin liked it? And while Hailey said she never comments on things like body shaming, she then tried to clarify why the post that she deleted was deleted and said the post was just a random TikTok sound that the group did for fun and that it wasn't directed at anyone. However, it's kind of hard to believe because the way Kendall went on to sip her drink made it clear that it was directed at someone, because let's face the fact, the Kardashians aren't good actors and neither is Hailey. At the end of the day, Selena seemed unbothered by the mean post, as she went on to say, "Okay, I don't let these things get me down. Be nice to everyone." Number 7. Taylor Swift. After the whole eyebrow ordeal, the whole world started to wonder what happened that made Hailey randomly turn into a mean girl. But the truth is, the star has always been a mean girl, and we all just didn't realize it until now. After Selena came across a resurfaced video of Hailey seemingly targeting her best friend, Taylor Swift. In the clip, Hailey could be seen co-hosting Drop the Mic with Method Man, after the rapper says, in a one-on-one battle full of the meanest lyrics about a celebrity since Taylor Swift's last album, the model could be seen sticking her fingers in her mouth and making a gagging notion. In the comment section, Selena then quickly came to Taylor's defense, commenting, "So sorry, my best friend is and continues to be one of the best." That one definitely had to make Hailey a little salty, as it's clear she only hates Selena's inner circle because she wants to be the next Selena Gomez, but who doesn't? Number 6. Talent. While Hailey may be a model, it seems like she was only able to make a name for herself because she comes from a talented family. But when it comes to talent herself, she's been having a little bit of a hard time when it comes to booking runways, and she blames it on a casting director who shook her confidence on the runway. While the model doesn't feel like putting herself into a position to feel small on the runway, it's not her first time that she would talk about feeling low, as in 2019, she opened up in an Instagram post when she said, "I'm insecure, I'm fragile, I'm hurting, I have fears, I have doubts, I have anxiety, I get sad." It seems like the reason Hailey hates Selena so much is even when Selena is down, she still managed to continue on with her career and come out on top. While Hailey may be more focused on her own skincare line, it's just clear she doesn't have the power to stay on top without her husband's name, and that's why she's sinking to the low level of taking other women down, because she finds them a threat. Number 5. Nice girl. Since the beginning, Selena has always remained true to herself, as she's always come across to be this kind-hearted individual who cares about the well-being of those around her. And she's used her platform to speak out about issues that truly matter. Her actions over the tears tell us more about her personality than a simple test ever could. Even if you look at photos of the star since she was small, she's always seen holding her head high with an inviting smile. But Hailey, on the other hand, doesn't have a clean-cut image like Selena. While Selena's fans claim that she's actually sweet and inviting, Hailey won't even give her fans the time of day. Selena is also praised for her manners when she's out in public. Hailey, on the other hand, has been called out for the way she treats others, especially servers. It's clear that even fans have been comparing the two girls' manners, and while Selena comes across as a nice girl, it's clear Hailey has always been this mean girl. Also, have you ever noticed, usually Justin protects his wife in these sort of situations, but this time he's been pretty quiet, and it's clear he's letting Hailey dig herself out of her own hole this time around. Number 4. Too mature for games. Just after Selena left the comment on Hailey's resurfaced video of her making fun of Taylor Swift, Selena announced her plans to take a break from social media by saying, "I'm gonna be taking a second from social media because this is a little silly, and I'm 30, I'm too old for this." She then went on to delete her TikTok account. While Selena is known to take breaks from social media every now and then, as of early February, she revealed in an interview with Vanity Fair that she was really fond of TikTok, and it was the only app she currently had on her phone because she found it to be less hostile. She would also say there are wonderful things about social media, like connecting with her fans and seeing how excited they are and seeing their stories. But today, Selena has her assistant upload photos for her. While Selena is too old to play games with mean girls of Hollywood, it seems like Hailey Bieber isn't over this phase just yet, and she's doing everything she can to get a rise out of Selena. And while Selena has definitely chosen to take the higher route and not succumb to what everyone's trying to draw out of her, it probably is why she's become Hailey's #1 target. Number 3. Dream Life. Following the reignition of their ongoing feud, Selena's fans have been quick to dive into signs that they can use against Hailey. Fans are now starting to believe that Hailey has been copying Selena for years, and now several TikTok videos have been made where fans have pointed out things they believe aren't just coincidences, and it's clear that Hailey was so obsessed with Justin Bieber at a young age, she wanted to become the next Selena Gomez. As an example, in one of the clips, Selena said in an interview she wished more people knew her heart. Then when Hailey showed up to do an interview with Jimmy Fallon, she said the exact same thing. The same thing appeared to be true when Selena said she was a huge Britney Spears fan, and Hailey went on to echo a similar sentiment. Another TikTok video has also pointed out the similarities between Selena Gomez and Hailey's cooking show when Gomez launched Selena and Chef on HBO Max in 2020. 2 years later, Hailey
Kylie launched What's in My Kitchen on YouTube. The viral clip points out the likeness between the two cooking shows, which also captured Kylie saying, "Okay, okie dokie," which is a phrase Selena's known for saying on her own show. Also, it seems like Kylie has also copied Selena's beauty line to a T, so copycat much? Number 2, Justin's mom still loves Selena. Just when you thought all this Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez drama couldn't get any worse, the drama has definitely reached its peak, as it now appears like Justin's mom has entered the chat. On top of Patty tweeting, "Hate is ugly, don't be ugly," Twitter fans have also claimed she liked and unliked a comment about Selena taking a break from her social media accounts. It's clear that Justin's mom is on Selena's side in this situation, as Selena has chosen to take the high road during the height of all this drama, as she's remained unbothered by all of Hailey and her friends' hate. On top of the hate, Selena has also taken the time to tell her fans that she does love them for choosing to call out those who are being mean girls and who are on a mission to bring the singer down. And coming in at number 1 today, we have the homewrecker. During an appearance on the podcast Call Her Daddy, Hailey would clarify the notion that she stole Justin from Selena, as she explained that she never interfered with their relationship. The whole claim just seemed a little sus though, because it came out of nowhere and it just came out days before Selena's documentary was released. In the interview, Hailey would say, "When he and I ever started hooking up or anything of that sort, he was not ever in a relationship ever at any point." She then told podcast host Alex Cooper, "It's not my character to mess with someone's relationship. I would just never do that. I'm not interested in doing that, and I never was." But just because she didn't take him away from a relationship doesn't mean that she didn't take advantage of Justin's situation. Before Justin was with Hailey, just 6 months prior, he was still with Selena. And during this period, Justin was in a pretty vulnerable place. Hailey made him believe that being married would fix all his problems, and when it didn't, he started to realize maybe he married the wrong person.
Starting off, we have Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna has a rocky relationship with the Jenner family. She dated rapper Tyga and had a son with him in 2012. The pair split in 2014, and in 2015, Tyga began dating Kylie Jenner, but they eventually called it quits in 2017. Now Chyna, for her part, began dating Kylie's older brother, Rob Kardashian, and the couple announced that they were engaged and expecting their first child together in May 2016. Now after an extremely rocky romance, Rob and Chyna split up in early 2017, and the second season of their reality show was put on hold indefinitely. Then in late 2017, Chyna sued the famous family for interfering with the show's future, claiming that Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, and Kylie Jenner had defamed her, and her reputation was permanently damaged as a result. Now, not to mention what Rob did, as he released nude photos of her without her permission and went on some crazy rants. According to the lawsuit, Chyna alleged the nude photo scandal, along with influence from the Kardashian family, are what got Rob and Chyna her reality show axed before season 2. Also, she was blindsided when Kylie and Tyga started dating, so I'm sure that caused some jealousy and resulted in her not liking Kylie either. Now during the April 2022 trial, Kylie testified that she had received threatening text messages from Chyna when she was dating Tyga, adding that Chyna had showed her a 9-inch scar that he allegedly got during a fight with her. Kylie also noted that she had shared her concerns about Chyna with Rob while they were together, but ultimately it was up to him. Next up is Selena Gomez. Now Selena Gomez was friends with Kendall and Kylie, but it's said that Justin Bieber drove them apart. In April 2014, Selena hung out with the Jenner sisters at Coachella, but Selena unfollowed them soon after. Why? Well, Selena felt Kylie was flirting with Justin, a source told Us Weekly after the incident. Now, another source added that whatever went down at Justin's rented home near the festival, and it got messy. Kylie sent sexy pics of herself to Justin, and that's what started the fight. Selena saw the pictures on Justin's phone, and she freaked out and left immediately, a source told Hollywood Life, adding, "At the end of the day, Selena was just there to be a part of the show to enhance their brand, rather than just being legit friends. Now thankfully, Selena realized she was being used and got out. Now Justin and Selena's relationship was always messy, but she definitely didn't need the Jenner sisters messing with it and using her. Then there's Jordyn Woods. Jordyn Woods and Kylie Jenner became best friends when they met in 2012, but that all changed when Jordyn admitted to kissing Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian's boyfriend at the time. Now this happened in February 2019, and in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kylie claimed that her then BFF initially lied about the incident before confessing to the kiss when confronted. She was just like, you know, crying the whole time, she recalled. And I was just telling her, I'm like scared of you now, like you're capable of waking up the next morning with a smile on your face. Now in September 2020, Jordyn revealed that everything changed for her in the wake of the cheating scandal. I just remember sitting in a very dark place and I didn't really, you know, I had my family to talk to, I had you to talk to, but I felt like I had no one, she told Natalie Manuel Lee for her YouTube series, Now with Natalie. You take everything you think you know for a whole decade, the people you think you know, the life you think you know, everything that you've grown up doing, and you take it all away from someone. I didn't know how to feel. She continued by saying, I'm not happy that people were hurt and people had to go through what they went through. It was a lot for everyone, my family, other families, friends, and not in a million years have I had a negative intention to doing something bad to anyone I love. Now in July 2023, Jordyn was spotted out to dinner in Los Angeles with Kylie, their first public outing in 4 years. Now Kylie opened up about the pair's reunion in a November 2023 profile for Interview magazine, stating, we never fully cut each other off, and one day naturally we were like, we want to get sushi and we don't want to hide anymore. She continued by saying, there's a learning lesson in everything, and I think that in a weird way, everything happens how it's supposed to happen. We were so attached at the hip that we needed space to grow into the people we were supposed to be. I needed that independence and that confidence because she was like my security blanket for so long. Now we have Jeffree Star. Kylie Cosmetics was full of drama. Its first lip gloss launch was met with complaints after customers found their brushes were frayed, split, and overall defective. Though the company had already released a statement addressing the issue and promising to resolve it, YouTube MUA Jeffree Star, of course, had to voice his opinion on it. He slammed the unacceptable situation on social media in a series of since deleted posts. 2 months later, he then accused Kylie of overcharging for her lip kits, telling Racked she found a lab that makes a $5 formula and they're called ColourPop. They gave her the same exact one with her name on it and charged $20 more. If the product didn't suck, I wouldn't have anything to say. Now Star continued to bash Kylie and her makeup line, slamming Kylie Cosmetics for releasing a $60 brush kit in December of 2017 and later claiming that the products were lackluster in July 2018. I just think that there's so many Kylie Cosmetic products being put out and it's not exciting anymore. It's kinda lackluster and I'm just kind of over the brand at the moment, he said in a YouTube video at the time. Now in March 2019, Jeffree claimed via Twitter that Kylie, who had just been named as the youngest self-made billionaire by Forbes, had only been profiled by the magazine because he turned it down. Now he has since deleted that tweet, but not to mention, he's also bashed her skincare brand. Now there's Vlada Hegarty. When Kylie launched her makeup line in 2014, she adopted a dripping lip motif as the company's signature look. However, she was quickly called out by social media users who felt that she had stolen the design from makeup artist Vlada Hegarty, who is known for her elaborate lip art. Now 2 years later, Kylie was accused of copying Vlada again for her 2016 holiday campaign, which featured fingers painted gold covering the model's eyes to draw attention to the red lip at the center. Really, at Kylie Cosmetics, haven't you gotten enough inspiration from me already? Vlada wrote via Instagram at the time, before sharing a side-by-side comparison of the photos. Left is the work of @Julia Cosmetco, @Brent Fusion, and I shot a few months ago, and the right is @Kylie Cosmetics' new campaign. Though Kylie Cosmetics later changed their post to credit her, she threatened to sue the company for copyright infringement, which is so valid because they literally stole it. Then there's Amandla Stenberg. Actor Amanda Stenberg called out Kylie in July 2015 when she posted an Instagram snap of herself with cornrows. In response to the photo, Amanda said, "When you appropriate black features and culture but fail to use your position of power to help black Americans by directing attention towards your wigs instead of police brutality or racism, hashtag white girls do it better." Kylie then clapped back saying, "Mad if I don't, mad if I do, go hang with Jaden or something." Now, Amanda took Kylie's ex, Jaden Smith, to prom that May, but I'm sure that comment did not sit well. Moving on to Madison Beer. Singer Madison Beer was once besties with Kylie, but that was until their collab with Kylie's makeup brand. Now, Madison didn't directly accuse Kylie of stealing a purple palette that was supposed to be released as a collaboration, but she did imply it on Twitter. "When people fully steal your idea and what they come out with was supposed to be a collab, whack," she tweeted with a snake emoji. Now, after that, she stopped following Kylie and posted a selfie online in which she was also using purple eyeshadow. Now, the caption read, "I see you, girl." Now, if that's not shade, I don't know what is. Now, soon after, trolls began commenting on her post to point out that Madison did not create purple eyeshadow, to which she responded by hinting that the real issue was not the hue at all but the betrayal. It said that Kylie contacted Madison with the notion of working together, and after some hesitation, Madison eventually consented. Though the collaboration between Kylie and Madison was never officially confirmed, Madison hinted to paparazzi in March 2017 that she may be working on makeup with her childhood pal. Now we have Keke Palmer. Although Keke Palmer was somewhat sympathetic about Kylie's insecurities about her appearance, she didn't approve of how Kylie went about gaining confidence, deeming her inauthentic. AKA, she didn't like the fact that Kylie lied about getting fillers and Botox. Keke said that so many people strive to be perfect and that we see that behavior in the Kardashians. She said, "In the sense of the Kardashians, it's like I'm going to show you so much perfect and be everything a woman should be or everything a man would like or love." Specifically in this situation with Kylie, where you've had a young girl people have seen on television since she was a kid, and they literally told her she was so ugly, so she went and did apparently everything the world deems as beautiful. Now, the crazier part is that everybody now loves her for it. Next up is Danielle Bregoli. Viral sensation Danielle Cash Me Outside Bregoli does not like Kylie or Kendall. According to Daily Mail, Danielle mocked Kylie in her These Hoes video, which stars a Kylie lookalike getting injections all over her face and body. Danielle also blasted Kylie in a radio interview. "How do you go from effing lips the size of a twig to a body that looks like an effing paperclip and now you look like an hourglass?" And finally, we have Kevin James Bennett. In August of 2022, Kylie shared a series of photos from a visit to the Kylie Cosmetics production center in Milan, writing that she was in the lab creating new magic for you guys. Now, in the photos, she wore a white lab coat but no hairnet or gloves, leading Kevin James Bennett to call her out in an Instagram post of his own for violating safety guidelines. "I'm a cosmetic developer and work with cosmetic manufacturers and their labs as part of my job. I have very short hair and I've never been allowed into the lab or onto the manufacturing floor without a hairnet, shoe covers, masks, and disposable gloves," the makeup artist wrote, alleging that Kylie's gaslighting her followers into thinking she is creating cosmetics. He continued by questioning what ignorant lab in Italy would let her go there and stage photos in their lab or on the manufacturing floor without following proper sanitation protocols. "I need the names because I want to make sure my clients never work for them. Hashtag shame on you," he said. That was heated, but honestly, he had so many valid points. If Kylie wants to do some sort of photo shoot like that, she can do it somewhere else. Now, in response, Kylie claimed that the photo was taken in a small personal space that was set aside for creating social media content. Kevin then responded with a series of questions about the time Kylie spent at the facility before reiterating that she lied to him and her followers. They had a little back and forth, but Kevin was refusing to back down.